Grim tidings, dreamers. The hanged god awaits. Ah! Okay.
We can't start
Legal
every
action.
stream with a scream.
Extremely loud, incorrect buzzer.
Extremely loud, go fuck yourself. I'm tired, alright?
Hey, we all, buddy.
We're gonna get a little loopy today, it's fine.
You already have.
Huh?
We already
Uh-huh.
have.
Uh-huh. Welcome! It's the third outing, episode 3 of whatever the fuck we're doing here. Why am I the one saying that? I should know more than anyone. This is great. This is a great intro. This is awful. Hello.
Oh, buddy, it's okay.
No, it's great. No, it's great. I planned this. I totally am not redistributing everything a session later because. Look, I didn't plan you guys to fight Victor this early, okay? It just kind of happened.
Oh, it was gonna happen eventually. Well,
I didn't expect y'all to just try to dome him immediately.
well, maybe
but
he
honestly,
should have been
should've.
stinky and tried to stalk people. I don't know.
Should have been stinky. He probably does smell bad, actually.
Can confirm Victor was up to some pretty stinky behavior.
This is true.
He's a stinky little boy.
No.
Don't like that.
He was like 50.
Even worse.
He was an old man. Keep in mind that Liana's a vampire and is therefore immortal.
Yeah, but I just thought he was like sad mid-30s.
No, he is like 50.
Oh, I missed that part of the description. Whoops.
I also did.
I described him as being like gray in the hair and like old, scraggly.
Yeah, sad
That
mid-30s.
would Totally be a 30.
Okay,
I have a
well,
coworker
you know
younger
what?
than me whose half of their hair is gray.
Okay, well maybe my visualization of ages is wrong. Would you ever think of that? I dropped my necklace.
I don't know. I was thinking pretty accurate on that God of War vibe. I was thinking Kratos.
It was more along the lines of like Hank from Detroit Become Human.
Oh no.
Oh,
I do.
He's voiced by Mr. Krabs. That's all you need to know. I literally can never think of what that voice actor's name is other than Mr. Krabs.
Oh, it's that guy.
All right. Well, who's doing our recap
Clancy
today?
Brown. Anyway, yeah, someone do the recap.
Not it.
It's only been a week this time, so you
Not
should
it.
Got
remember.
it.
No
Okay,
goes.
well it can't be Zeke
It
again.
has to be Nova. Nova was the last one.
I'm not doing it.
You're doing it.
Dude, that's very... I appreciate you thinking that I remember everything from last
I
week.
can
Hold
try,
on.
but yeah, my
Right.
memory is pretty poor too.
Well, you do it in character,
Sadly, you
so... And you were in your pajamas for half of it, so you have the easy recap.
That's
I
actually a
figured
good
it
point.
shouldn't be
You
me.
missed a good half of that session.
That's kind of why I thought it shouldn't be me, but I can do it if you guys want.
No, that's 10 times funnier.
No, do it from your guy's perspective. Do it from what you saw.
Well, taking down the beast or person or whatever he was in that abandoned building went a little smoother than we expected, but the best part of the day easily came that night. I got home and watched 4 to 6 hours of TikTok. Thoroughly enjoyed myself. Sorry, I don't have it in me to be super encouraged. Sorry, but went home, rested up, tried to take care of myself. I finally had an hour or two to myself. And that's when I got that fucking call from Trystan saying something about a legal rights violation and a sapient creature being held hostage or something. He warped me in, and they just had airlocked it already. So that was the thing dead on arrival, and I was now who knew how many miles from my apartment without any proper attire. Regardless, we took ourselves on over to Mr. Someone help me with his name. Legrasse?
Legrasse.
To Mr. Legrasse's residence and talked to him. Trystan, once again, going at him pretty rough and tumble. Anaïs sketching something that she got from the monster's mind. And the whole lot of us, did we go to Victor after that?
No, we all went to, like, bed. Because it was, like,
Shit, then
3
I'm
in the
totally
morning.
lost.
Huh?
I'm totally lost.
I
Angelo,
should have
take
known.
over for me. I gotta go take a smoke.
What?
Someone pick up. Your narrator left in the middle of your narration.
Oh no.
The only way.
He just. Well, okay then. Yeah, we all just went to bed, and then the following day, I think we went to wait. Yeah, we went to Victor's. I'm pretty sure. Yes? No? Anyone?
Okay, do y'all not know
think
what the hell happened
maybe.
yesterday?
I now love the idea that you're all just
I'm
like
having a
lecture
tough time.
memories.
Alright,
like a
you
dark,
goobers.
smeary
You
room.
goobers. After...
Listen, if you guys are gonna try to break it down, at least get it
No,
right.
Trystan, I got it. Don't worry about it. Okay, after we did the whole thing at Tristan's place, and then we went to LaGrasse's, we all went to fuck to bed into our own little houses, cause you know, it was like 3 a.m. and I don't know what happened, what y'all did during the day, but I know we woke up with that weird little stone thing. You remember? And we were all like in the group chat. We're like, yeah, I got a stupid fucking stone. And you also got a stupid fucking stone. I don't know what accent this is. I'm kind of going off the rails. Don't worry about it.
It's somewhere between New York and Uwu.
I was thinking more like Mississippi.
New
but sure.
But anyway, don't worry.
Someone
Don't
else
worry
GM, I gotta
about
go
it.
Off myself.
Don't worry about it. And then during the rest of the day, we all did our day stuff. I know the only thing I did is I was like, man, I'm like kind of tired. So I kind of slept the rest of the day after doing some light star research. Yeah, I don't know what everybody else did. But I was like, oh, there's a lot of star shit going on. I'll look a little bit about blood moons. And then I took a very long nap. But then we woke up. Or at least I woke up. And then we all went to Victor's. And we're like, oh, you have a little snotty teen kid who's just like that. Throws knives at people's throats whenever they come to your door. And he's like, oh yeah, you're looking for the old blood stuff. Well, I know this chick named Liana. Go scope her out for me. She's at the bar you guys like to go to all the time. And we're like,
He did not say
okay.
that.
Very
He did not-
convenient.
He did not know.
It's their
But she-
version of events.
You know what? Fair enough, actually. Memories are not perfect.
Get
No,
out of here, God!
there was just...
You know what? Fine. You know what? If they want the truth, they can watch the fucking VODs again.
At some
I don't care
Damn
anymore.
right we can.
We ended up at the third circle or whatever. We ended up getting a meeting there with the little dude. I don't remember. And it all accumulated with a big fight. I put Victor in a little time loop. Don't worry about it. I heard you guys fought the little guy inside, but I wasn't there for that. And
Got
they're
me
all
right open.
three of the vampire lady. Her name's Liana. I don't know anything about her, but I heard she's very nice. And then Tommy, Timothy, who knows? He is in the vault, and then Victor's also in the vault. All three of them are in the vault.
Oh fuck yeah! You kidnapped a woman.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
But he was
And
a
a child.
stalker.
No, not him. Fuck him.
Well,
the
yeah.
woman.
Well, no, we kidnapped all of them technically.
Do not fuck.
No, I
What-
rescued
what-
one of them.
did you-
I imprisoned 2 of them.
In my defense, my notes were trying to remember the past 2 sessions in one go, so some things got flip-flopped. That's my bad. I have a whole channel for it
In
now.
In my defense, I know we stopped rather suddenly. My next step was going to go to free Liana.
Great.
Just saying.
Fair. I will say we'll play out the gap between where we ended last session and where we should have ended last session.
Okay.
Because I did skip forward a bit because there's something I very much wanted to lead y'all towards.
It was
Full
good narration
transparency.
all around.
Thank
Let's
you.
get on the rails game.
Alrighty.
All three
So-
of us did it. Good job, gang.
So
I'd like to see us change a light bulb, sorry.
It wouldn't work. you change the light bulb and it somehow wouldn't work.
We twisted it the wrong direction.
Did you try the switch? Sorry.
Oh shit, sorry.
The Switch is all they play on.
Fuck you.
I really hope not all of that was yelling. It probably was.
It's funny either way. It's...
No, I just have to go back into OBS and change it later. It's fine.
All right. So, we'll climb it back a bit from when we ended last session, as you are in front of the third circle, having just bubbled the 3 people involved in this very, very weird situation involving a vampire, a stalker, and a potentially completely unrelated teenager.
That's one really bad joke.
And a child.
This whole night has been a bad joke.
And they literally walked into a bar.
Yeah. Well,
Victor never
technically the teenager was already in the bar.
Tell me you never walked in?
No, he was outside. And then
He
you
got
put him in the
knocked
vault.
In the bar.
Either way, they're in the vault now.
They're in the vault
How
now.
do you proceed?
You put him in the
Lucius
vault.
kind of is looking at you and just says, "What the hell was any of that?"
Do you
What was
actually know?
Huh?
Do you actually want to know?
You know what? I don't think I do. Long as the people I give a shit about are safe, I guess you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Liani is currently at my place of residence. I'm about to go talk with her and free her. I just didn't want her in the middle of the firefight. And the other 2 will remain there until I deem them not to be a threat.
We'll talk about that.
You know,
and I'll
Trystan,
pull
I did
myself-
not take you for the type to take girls home on the first date.
Again, he kidnapped her.
It's funny because I can hear
Yeah, I guess
your...
that is what you did. Anyway, let's not worry about that too much. Hey, lawyer, how are you doing?
I've had better days. I need to get my head clear, but first we gotta get the kid and Liana out of that vault.
I mean, do we have to get the kid out? He attacked people in a place of public.
I do plan
Yeah.
to talk to the grass about that.
He needs therapy or jail, but probably not the vault.
Juvie.
In a place of public is really funny.
Where's my cell phone? I need to call Legrasse.
Oh, no. He's gonna block you, buddy.
Calls Legrasse.
Oh, jeez.
We already called him.
Legrasse does not answer. Heard. Begins
Yeah.
scrolling portal back to house.
Are we all
You
going?
begin.
Are we all going to the
If
house?
you want, I'm gonna go show Liani the library and ask her if she's gonna leave. She had interest in that job I offered her.
You offered her a job?
Yeah.
In your
Were
house?
you not there for... Did you forget that?
I
Yeah.
wasn't here for that. My ass was outside.
Oh yeah, no. Before I knew that what's his face was coming over here, I did offer her a job doing some research in the library. But when I found out he was here, I kind of let's just say I pushed her resume to the top of the stack.
Because it's such a big stack of resumes.
You think your library will have anything weird about blood moons? And other weird
Probably.
shit to look at? Fuck it, I'll just go for the library.
That's kind of why I wanted someone to look.
Didn't we already look at...
No, we looked for what was wrong with the dude, but he wasn't talking about space stuff. That or we never got to look through the books. There was something funky with that. Because you got the books very quickly before we had to power suck the room.
Oh, yes, because he was breaking out.
Yeah.
We have plenty of time. We have plenty of time to look. The house will have the records.
Yeah, I'm still very awake, so I'd love to read.
All right. Who else coming?
I am.
Anyone who gets in the van, let's go.
Ooh.
I'll meet you there. I'm taking.
We're
you.
all being kidnapped.
First we're kidnapping people, then we're getting in the
problem
van.
is we need the portal to get the van there.
Mm-hmm. Let's not leave it there.
I would
this time.
appreciate it if you didn't start drawing summoning circles on my floor.
Puts the
We'll
spray
do it
paint
outside.
away. Puts the
You
spray
already did
paint
it like
away.
3 times.
Believe it or not, it takes a lot to get spray paint off of treated wood floors.
How much does it cost again?
More than you want to spend when you could just walk 2 feet out the fucking door.
I meant for the one that I left in your back room.
Oh, the stone self-cleaning.
Oh. Yours is like mine. Alright. Step outside.
You step outside and begin scrawling the teleportation circle on the floor, and all who wish to go to the House of Mysteries find yourselves there.
Ooh la la.
Is it?
Is
I
that
do
everybody?
remember before that I did promise Lucius I would help clean his bar because I knew what was going on. So I will stay behind and do that, and then go to bed, assuming.
Unless Trystan kidnaps you too.
Yeah.
I'll keep you updated, Lucien.
It's kind of funny that every time we've been to the House of Mysteries, it hasn't been with the full party. There's been at least one person missing.
Yeah, they always show up. I wonder how that happens.
Yeah, I wonder.
So,
Anyway.
first up, Liani.
You go to the specific room and you see Liani.
That was Leona.
It is
I was
Liana.
pretty sure
Liana's-
it was Liani.
God damn it!
Leonie's
No, Liana's-
Mateo's Devil X.
God damn it! This is what I get for using so many fucking L names.
What about all the M's?
That's a collective party fault. That's not.
It's a strength, thank you very much.
Okay, the M's was a conscious choice. I just subconsciously use a bunch of L names.
Be conscious.
Legras.
Think about how many L names are in this campaign.
I love.
Who's Lila?
Most of them.
I love Be Conscious. Lucius, Legras, Diana. Yeah. I'm gonna see if there's any
Lucien.
more.
All right. Well, once the entire party is there, there's no reason for her to be in a vault room. Just release her to like the main corridor, the main foyer or something. I don't need her locked in a room.
She was in stasis, right? So it's like she just got transported
Yeah,
or
from
whatever.
her perspective, she just got teleported.
The
Wahoo.
bubble pops and she goes, "You motherfucker!" Ah! And falls to the floor and kind of stands up and says, "What? Huh? What the fuck?"
Remember, I
Kinda
told
looks
you.
up at all of you.
I told you it was gonna feel like you fell asleep for a second and woke back up.
Yeah, and I said, "Buy me a drink first." Jesus.
Yeah, I give you a drink now if you want. There's a bar.
Oh, he's such a gentleman. She stands up, kind of dusts her jacket off, says, "What the fuck? Where am I? Is this a fucking iron room?" And she looks up. It is indeed an iron room.
Oh yeah, sorry. Whenever I send people, it puts them in secure facilities. Speaking of which, your ex is in one of these.
Can it not be?
Well, actually, I was still trying to figure out what to do with him. That's
could just
kind of
drop
why I
us.
sent you. He came to attack the bar.
Huh. Yeah, that sounds like him. So, where am I? Like, obviously I'm in a weird vault room, whatever, but like, where spatially? Where in
It'd
New
be
Battle
easier
am
to
I?
show you. We're no longer anywhere. We
I
are
wish you would stop
outside
saying
of-
odd shit.
We are
What?
outside of space.
Welcome in the void.
And this is just normal to you all.
This is my house.
This is only my second time here.
You live in space?
I inherited a house outside of space.
From who?
From the last me.
You know what? I should not question these things. Where's the library? I was promised a very impressive library.
Absolutely, it's just down the hall. And start taking her that way.
She follows you, trying not to think about whatever the fuck is going on.
That's so valid.
Why didn't he just teleport her here? Normally.
Remember, the house is
Now
also
that I'm
dangerous.
thinking-
I didn't want her wandering around without an escort.
It'll, like, kill you or some shit if you go down the wrong hallway.
I'm sorry, the house kills you?
The house is alive.
Kind of looks up at the ceilings, is like TARDIS alive or like Monster House alive?
Like TARDIS alive.
Oh, okay, that's not that bad. Well, actually, no, that might be worse.
My point is show it some respect. Don't go places you know you're not supposed to go.
I will keep that in mind.
But I didn't want to cover all the places you can and cannot go when I was teleporting you out of the bar.
She's just kind of just blank-faced, looking around, just like, this is what the fuck have you roped me into?
Now I can drop you off in New Babel if you want. Your stalker's gone. For now. Maybe indefinitely. I'm not really sure. Do you know about the kid that was with him, out of curiosity?
He has a kid?
Well,
Not his kid.
an apprentice, maybe?
I think that's what he said.
No idea. As far as I know, he doesn't have a kid. Kind of be fucked up if he did.
Well, little kid tried to kill us, so...
If he's around Victor for long enough, I imagine that would happen, yeah.
They're both in stasis right now. Speaking of, should we call the detective? So someone else should call the detective. He's not picking up my
How
calls
does
anymore.
this place have service?
What are we gonna tell him?
I'm sorry, you're still asking questions about the house, Angelo? I thought you'd figure it out by now.
Yes, actually.
Okay. You said to call him. We call him, and then what do we tell him? Oh, we kidnapped one of the people you told us to get in contact with?
To be fair, he did know my methods when he hired me.
I feel like he really shoulda. I feel like he did. But then what is he gonna do with that?
He's gonna tell us what we can do with a mass murdering psycho kid.
We can take him to jail for one thing.
Think the jail can
Or
hold
juvie.
him?
Mass murder?
Kid's a rift.
Well,
I
yeah,
mean-
but that doesn't mean he's a murderer.
There are prisons that are enclaves and rift guards. There's people we can get in contact with, but his life doesn't need to be defined by this. I don't think he should stay in stasis or the house for that long. He can be rehabilitated.
That's why I suggested speaking with LeGrasse. He's gonna have more resources than I do.
Let's give LeGrasse a call then.
He doesn't answer Trystan no
Someone
more.
else has to call him. He's not answering my phone calls. I think he's mad that his roof is red now.
I guess I'll call LeGrasse.
I thought it was a wonderful renovation.
I'm calling LeGrasse.
You call LeGrasse. He picks up almost immediately and says, "Hey, Gideon, what's up?"
Hey, LeGrasse. So, we've got two people here, Victor and his kid, the apprentice.
Victor has a kid?
Well, his apprentice. I don't think it's biological.
I don't think it's his kid.
That's a little concerning,
Tommy-
but alright.
Tommy's the kid's name. He's definitely a rift. He's been like militarized or something. Came at us with a sword. Whenever we first met him, he put a knife to my neck, but I just figured he was overzealous. Is there some sort of program or something we could stick him in? Or is he just like shit on our shoes that we gotta handle him?
Do you have like a full name or anything like that?
We know Tommy. Hey Trystan. While he's in stasis, can you go see if he has like an ID or a wallet, or would that break it?
I'll figure something out. If he wakes up for a minute, I can put him back in stasis. That's not a big deal. Someone want to come with me in case the kid pulls a knife?
Gonna go grab his keys.
Angelo would be a good fit for
sure.
that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Tell Legrasse to pick up my phone call next time and start heading that way.
All right, Legrasse. Other than that, is there still room in any sort of prison that can hold rifts currently, or are we out of luck in that regard?
I could probably find some cells somewhere.
All right.
I assume this is for Victor.
Yeah. I don't know how we're going to handle the trial or anything like that, but we have a bunch of witnesses placing him violating his restraining order. And I think we can get him for assault too, or at least attempted. But
Well, you give me that evidence, you get me Victor, I'll handle it.
thank you, Legrasse. You have a good night, or is it evening? Sorry, my head's all
It's like 3
mixed
a.m.
around. Okay, thank you.
Sounds
I'm
like
gonna
you
see
need
if
to get some sleep,
Tristan's-
Gideon.
I do, but first I'm gonna see if Tristan's House of Horrors can get me a pack of cigarettes. See you later. Hang up.
Take care.
Well,
All right.
All right.
In the vault, the kid's in stasis, right? Am I able to pull things off of someone in stasis without breaking the stasis?
I've been describing it as a bubble this whole time, so I'm gonna say no.
Cool. Well, I'm in my element. Do you want me to roll for it? I'm gonna set up like a bunch of restraints to hit it when he comes out of stasis, and then
I'll do it the same way we did with the other interrogation. I won't make you roll for fighting against him.
All right. In that case, trying to think of how I want to do these restraints. Honestly, I'm thinking just gravity restraints on this one. I don't really want to summon another chain devil.
we might want to. Shit, never mind. That's metagaming. Never mind. I was gonna. Never mind. Yeah, forget it.
We might want to shit.
I want to
sorry.
set up some gravity restraints in the room to try to yank him to the center point and to the floor, to restrain him as best as possible.
Alright.
I also want to try to set up some anti-magic in the cell, if that's possible. I've seen his magic. Can I identify it well enough to set up anti-magic? I don't know if it's compatible.
From a single spell, probably not. But that you can get some just general magical defenses.
Okay. Set up some just general magic weakening fields for the perspective, some counter spells. Okay. In that case, then set up the restraints as best I can. Get Angelo ready, and then release the kid to the trap.
The bubble pops, and he just goes onto the ground.
Jesus.
You just hear him go, ow! What the fuck? He kind of cranes his neck to the side and kind of looks and says, "The fuck am I? What did you do?"
Sit down and start trying to restrain him with a more physical, like some kind of chains or something.
Do you step into the gravity trap?
I think it'd be pretty small once it had actually gone off. Like I was trying to set up
If
a pretty
I
small
may.
area, so yes, I suppose one of my hands at least would go into it.
Wasn't he roped up beforehand anyway?
Oh, he was chained up. I don't need to chain him up. He already was chained up when I sent him down. I forgot, because yeah, the chain devil.
Yeah.
I thought those chains went away when the chain devil went away.
I asked if they were going to, and you said no, which is why I desummoned the chain devil.
All right, fair enough. In that case, yeah, he still hits with a very loud smack, but not nearly as heavy, as he is like chained up, and he still kind of looks at you and says, "What the fuck is this? Who are you?"
Well, you can consider this a prison, and I'm trying to figure out who you are. Sit down and start trying to locate, like use a spell to try to pull any kind of items out of his pockets or anything like that. Use telekinesis or something.
Okay. You whisk a Ugh, sorry, my brain decided to just flatline for a second there.
You're good.
Me too, man.
Real.
You whisk a a wallet from his pocket. And you see that his let me get this character's name fully because I figured this would happen.
Mm-hmm.
Chalamet.
Are we all here, or can we all at least walk in?
Yeah, you can all be in here.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I thought just Trystan and Angelo were going, so I was gonna hang out
Original.
outside.
I mean, whoever's not in here is hanging out with Liana.
I'm with Liana. Girl squad. Unless.
All right.
Oops.
I was waiting for more people to say where they were, but we'll just play
I'll
it
go.
by.
I'll go to the interrogation.
Alrighty.
Where you at, Lucian?
I'm helping Lucius, or whatever his name is.
Yeah,
oh
he's,
yeah. Lucian's not here.
he's still new.
Oh,
so-
right.
Yeah.
I'm still in battle.
Yeah.
All right, in his wallet, did we get his full name and everything?
Yes.
Hey, Gideon, this is his info. Toss it to him.
His name is Thomas Grayson.
Tommy, can I ask you a few questions? Or Thomas Grayson, can I ask you a few questions? I say examining it.
Can't guarantee an answer.
It's okay. So, I guess, how long have you been with Victor?
Where is Victor?
He's in a situation similar to yours right now.
And what do you plan to do with him?
With him, we'll take him to court. Well, my plan. Take him to court, give him a fair trial. See if he goes to jail or what for attempted assault, violating a restraining order, anything else. You care about him a lot? Most people don't go straight to asking about other people when they're,
He taught me everything I know.
So you've been with him for a while.
A year or two at least.
Where were you before that? If you don't mind me asking.
Just... Why do you care?
Well, how old is he? Like, look at his thing. His little ID pad.
You do a little math in your head. He is 16.
Okay. I was 4 years older than you when I got drafted for the war. It changed a lot, and I lost a lot. You're pretty young, and you got me pretty good with that sword. I think the first time we met, you put a knife to my neck. All I'm saying is, I think you lost your childhood already. I'm trying to figure out what to do with you. I don't want you to go to juvie or jail, because they could try you as an adult. So, I wanted to figure out a bit more about you. Figure out where you might fit in, and see what you wanted to do. That's why I'm asking. Also, Trystan, can you get me a pack of cigarettes? I'm fiending.
You want cigarettes or a cigar?
Cigarettes, please.
I think I can hunt those down. I'll be right back. Step out and go.
Thank you.
Kid kind of looks at you and says, well, the one place I did belong, you took away.
I
We
know.
were hunters. That's what we do. We track down the monsters that hurt people and we kill them.
You
That's
like
what
doing
Victor
that?
did. That's what Victor did for me. Saved my life. Almost got taken by that same thing you're defending out there.
Oh, Liliana? The
Yes.
vampire lady?
Yes.
I don't think she's that bad. I wouldn't say she's a monster at all. But If you could walk free right now and go anywhere, do anything with your life, what would you want to do? Assuming you're not homeless, just for the sake of it.
Get my shit from Victor's place, I guess, since he's probably gonna get thrown away if I don't.
I can make sure it doesn't get thrown away, but I know a good amount of it might be evidence against Victor.
I guess this group of guys I used to hang out with before Victor started training me.
Is that like a gang?
No, it was this club back when I was in school. Well, I guess I still should be, but I forgot. It was the White Tree Club or something like that. Just a bunch of rifts hanging out. I don't know.
Yeah, they pickpocketed me not long ago. They seemed like pretty smart kids.
Yeah, Leroy was always good at that. Fastest person I ever saw.
You think you'd fit in there? You wouldn't go around killing people because you think they're monsters, right? I mean, I can trust you to maybe stop the occasional criminal or monster, but you gotta really, really analyze, because I don't know what Victor told you about her, but from everything we've gathered, she just seems like a genuine lady trying to get her life where she wants it. I think Victor was doing good work, but I think his head might have been a little clouded, maybe from how long he's been doing it. I think he was doing some bad things, like hunting Liliana. He's been hunting her for a long time, since they were in school together. But I guess that's not really my business. I'll reach out to that club and talk to them, and I need to talk to, I guess, my boss right now and everyone else. But I'll make a deal with you.
Deal with the dead, huh?
Yeah. If you want more training, because I can say your form's shabby, from someone who's been on the other end of it, I can help you with it, teach you some military drills, teach you some basic CQB. In exchange, I need you to go to therapy. I know that sucks, I know it's lame, I know it's not cool. Just go. And I'll get you hooked up with the club, okay?
Where am I supposed to find a therapist?
I'll find you one. They're not hard. You don't know how many people graduate with a psych degree.
You sure they're gonna take some random foster kid on the recommendation of a...
I know a lady that I've seen before, and my partner Vivian sees her as well. Not partner romantically, we have it doesn't matter. But she's a riff, which is, it'll make it a little easier for her to understand the kind of questions you'll have, the things that might come to your mind, the struggles.
All right, Gideon, I got those smokes for you.
Oh, thank God. Anyway, that's my whole spiel, Tommy. Take it or leave it. I don't know what the rest will want to do with you, but I'd like to see you out here and doing good in the world. I know you have it in you. And then I'll just go sit in a corner and smoke. See what the rest of see what Trystan or Angelo has to say to him.
Looks at Gideon.
As you step back in, you see that Tommy seems a little more open to talking.
Oh,
He's gone from angry, kind of wants to kill you kid to kid who has seen more than a kid probably should.
tosses Gideon that box and a lighter to go with it before turning over to the kid and say, "So, you settled down enough that I can release those restraints?"
Are you done being an asshole?
Well, it depends. Are you done trying to kill me?
He mainly tried to kill me. Sorry. Keep going.
Yeah, killed you, killed me. He tried to kill somebody and they were on my team. So, we good, kid?
I'm not handing over my swords, but they're not coming out.
Yeah, it's a better
He's
deal than I
good.
get for most of my people. I'll let the gravity trap off and release the chains.
Chains release, and he kind of gets up and stretches, and fuck, those were on tight.
Yeah,
What the
sorry.
hell was that?
Oh, a devil.
Oh, you're into the heavy shit.
Oh well, he owes me. Well, he owes me a lot of favors.
A devil owes. Who are you?
Oh, Trystan Bull.
It's not Constance Opal.
I've heard
The
that
paint
name
black
before,
panther.
I guess, but guess I didn't know you were that big of a deal.
Well, my rift is constant. This is my house that you're.
Shut the fuck up. Anyway, sorry.
The fullness.
It's my specialty to restrain and imprison people who are a threat to non-rifts. Or to those rifts who are attempting to be. Now, I was working with your mentor, going after a vampire that he had led me to believe was a threat. Then I meet her, find out she wasn't, and that he was lying about his personal motivation. And then I find out that you two are hunting during my investigation. That brought you into my sights. Sorry for the uncomfortable restraints, but in my defense, you did hit me with magic first.
Yeah, that was not the best opening move.
No, well, magic is my specialty, don't feel too.
I know I shouldn't be saying this, but Tommy, if you're that good at sneaking in, you should really bring grenades with you. I know, bad advice. Sorry. Continue.
Who's gonna sell a grenade to a kid?
Oh, well,
Depends on the
keep
kid.
thinking that. It's the best for you.
Who sold the swords to the kid?
Probably Victor.
How did you get your swords?
The steel one Victor gave to me, the silver one I found.
Where did you find a sword?
Mr.
I don't-
Strange.
I don't know, it was just behind a dumpster when I got attacked. Same time I got my rift.
What an origin.
Alright, kid. Clearly Gideon has taken a liking to you. Gideon, what'd you offer him?
You remember those kids that pickpocketed me?
Yeah, I remember him.
He used to run with them. Sounds like they were close. He needs to
Really?
get into therapy. I'm gonna offer him some personal training. And I guess he's gonna run with them. That'll give him a place to stay. But, oh, and he promised not to just hunt random people that he thinks are monsters, right, Tommy?
Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
get better at identifying.
He's a good kid. And if you ever are needing a monster to find and you can't find one, you can always call me or Trystan. Or, I don't know how you feel about law enforcement, but we could get you in touch with the grass. He's kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel nowadays. He'd definitely take you in.
I'd rather avoid something like that, but I'll keep that offer in mind. I don't know, for the past few years, Victor has been someone I looked up to, and now I'm starting to rethink all that.
Oh,
he
it
was,
might be a...
he was the monster hunter, you know?
Yeah, he was something.
I don't know, I thought he was small time.
If I'm being honest, I think you gave us more trouble than he did.
Well, that's not really fair. Anaïs had him.
True.
Well, I guess the best I can do is try and succeed where he failed. But that just seems kind of
Tommy-
edgy.
You're young. You'll have a goal of your own at some point. If that's hunting monsters, that's fine. But you're not walking in his shadow, just so you know.
He his hand kind of goes up and he grabs the wolf pendant, the like wolf head pendant he's wearing, kind of looks at it and just says, I don't have to be like Victor, but something tells me hunting's in my nature.
Can I ask you a question, kid?
Yeah, what's up?
You hunt. I know historically you've been hunting undead. You would hunt any monster, right?
Well, if I knew what I was getting into, yeah, probably.
Would you hunt drug dealers?
That's a good question.
Does the monster have to be monstrous?
I guess not.
Well, Tommy, and I'll get on my phone and start walking over there. This specific drug dealer that we're after, the Vicar, and I'll kind of look up at him. I don't know if you heard of him. The drug he's distributing is making more monsters, and I'll hold up the selfie that Lucien took. The only photo evidence we
The
have
only
of
photo
the...
they have.
I forgot about that.
That's so good.
I was thinking, we know a couple of investigators. One of them hates me about as much as you do. They might accept an apprentice.
Who?
Excuse me while I check their names again in my little.
Does it happen to be Sam and Mason?
Yeah, it's Walker and Pines. Walker and Pines. It's the Walker and Pines agency.
Huh. I think I passed that place a couple times. I always thought it was one of those weird financing places. I didn't think it was anything monster related.
They've been working on a couple of things, including that drug that he just showed you the results of. One of the guys I get along with fine, the other one hates my guts, but I respect them both. You might fit in there better than you fit in here. And then you wouldn't be running with pickpockets.
Not just pickpockets. That was kind of Leroy's thing. I don't know. It just... I'll look into it.
I can drop you off there and let you make an introduction. I have to drop you off somewhere.
I think I need to take a break from hunting for a while. Just until I can get my head back on straight, but...
Might be a good idea. You can get your GED.
Yeah.
Well,
I do have one condition.
Yeah, I felt this coming.
give Trystan a look.
Giddeon, I respect your opinion and I want to believe you're right. Kid, I really do hope you can get your life on track. In a year, I'm going to look into it. In that year's time, either you will speak to a therapist, you will find out what you would like to do with your life, you will stop hurting innocent people, or you will prove that Giddeon was wrong, and I will come and have another conversation. My conditions seem fair to you.
Well, I don't really have any room to negotiate now, do I?
Not really, no. But I want to give you the warning. As for Victor, we do plan to speak with the authorities. I'm dubious as to their ability to contain rifts, but it seems like I'm outvoted. So, we're going to go speak with the proper authorities about him. If he starts hunting again, I will be having another conversation with him. You go hunting with him, me and you have a problem. Understood?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I will defer to Gideon's judgment. Who's calling LaGrasse?
I'll call LaGrasse. Tommy, you got any of the phone numbers of anyone in that, White Branch Club or whatever?
I might be able to call up Andy. He gave his phone number to everyone.
Okay.
Actually,
borrow
this is
my
a character
phone?
hold on, let me correct that name. This is the character I've planned already. I should probably not fudge a name.
Well, the name. Alright.
Jamie, that was the name. I probably still have Jamie's number. He's kind of the head guy that isn't the chaperone.
You have your phone with you?
Kind of pats his faux leather jacket and kind of reaches in and pulls out a very beat up old phone and says, yeah, I got it.
Nice. I'm gonna give LaGrasse a call, and then I will, I'll shoot Trystan a look, and, walk
Shoot
outside the
Tristan.
room and step outside to, call LaGrasse. Oh, but before I do that, hang on. Shit. Give me 2 seconds, I'm so sorry. Go ahead and call LaGrasse, but I'll also be shooting a text to, what's her name? Or what's his name?
Amy?
My other partner,
Oh.
the guy.
Great.
And ask him, Graves, and ask him to start building a case against the Rift. Victor. Just send him a text, explain he's a Rift, he did this and this, we'll talk about it later. Do you have time to take this on for me? And then call LaGrasse.
I'm gonna let the kid out and let him actually, eat. Take him somewhere outside the vault.
Okay.
Escort, though, not letting him run around.
Oh, we could introduce him to, Liliana. Maybe, that'd help him see that she's not, a fucking crazy blood-sucking monster.
I wasn't gonna put him in the same room.
It's
Yeah,
up to you
maybe.
guys. It might be a bad idea. But, dial LaGrasse.
You dial LaGrasse. He picks up and says, hey, any updates?
Yeah, the kid has some contacts in the city we can leave him with. I think they'll take good care of him. Me and him are gonna meet regularly to hang out and talk, basically. And, well, I'm gonna train him a bit too, but I shouldn't have really said that. I have no free time. But anyway, I don't want to waste your time, LaGrasse. I got my people started to build a case against Victor. If you could get someone in law enforcement to do the same, maybe get a warrant for the premises, things like that. If the state doesn't want to prosecute, then we'll sue him.
All right. Just send me over anything you need me to have. And
Thank you,
I'll
LaGrasse.
do what I can.
Have a nice night.
Of course.
And then, hang up and, I guess go to the library. That'll be me.
All right. You join up with the rest of the group back in the library. Well, the rest of the group minus Trystan, who's escorting the lad away.
The boy.
You enter and what have y'all been talking about this whole time?
It's just been me and Liana. Anaïs is more the type of just I'm in focus mode. She hits the hyperfixation, just starts pulling a bunch of shit about Blood Moon, The only one I remember is Blood Moon. I know there was something else related. I don't quite remember.
Okay. You guys, you walk in and you see Anaïs and Liana just kind of.
We're having a college study session.
Yeah, they're kind of just like poring over a small pile of books, not really saying anything except for the occasional, "Hey, look at this."
There are so many moons around Jupiter, Goral.
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 A fun fact: not Jupiter. Saturn actually has a moon inside of its rings that makes it kind of wavy in some parts.
When'd you get
And
here?
it's very, very pretty. I'm sorry. It's my niece. I'm sorry.
Anytime
One of
I
his
have to
clones
talk
was just in
about
the
space, I'm just gonna go, "Hey Nova, say something spacey."
When the fuck did you get here?
What did those little slips of paper say again?
What?
Of course, it said like, what did those little slips of paper say again? They said like a moniker and then something else.
Oh, the stones we got?
Oh, you were invited.
yes.
You were invited to something.
Yeah, it was basically, "Hey, I've heard you've been fucking around with Legrasse. I have an offer for you. Come to this address at this time." And then it gave you a bunch of monikers.
It was from Mr. Grimm.
Signed, Mr. Grimm.
Look up shit on Mr. Grimm. Let's see if we got any books here, man.
He wouldn't be in. Well, actually, no. You actually, fuck it. Yeah, you would find books on a Mr. Grimm dating back to like the fucking 50s, like
Ooh.
the 1950s, not the 2050s.
Oh yeah, because it's 2070. Okay.
Yeah.
He's old. He's old.
Let's start reading.
Just a well-to-do, fairly normal businessman that has a couple that has throughout the time this name has been being, according to mundane sources, passed around between different people. Has had a couple accusations of like racketeering and stuff like that, but nothing that ever nothing that came up with anything.
Sweet. Wait, since the 50s?
Yes.
The name's been passed around, you said, or?
According to the mundane sources, yes.
Or he's an old ass Rift.
I was about to say,
Right.
yeah. He sounds like an
Or
early.
it's like Constantine.
He sounds like an early iteration of Rift.
Or he just could be a regular cryptid. Who knows? We're dealing with
It's just
Yeah.
Jesus.
Or he's just old. I mean, that's only one.
Jeez, Elvis Presley.
It's Jesus of Nazareth. He runs a financing business now.
Oh, haven't
he
you
runs a
heard?
pyramid scheme.
Oh, well, that's not fun.
There's 9 levels. Sorry. That's not how many apostles there were. Hold on a minute.
Oh, I thought you were
Fun.
doing the 9 circles of hell as like a reverse show.
That's what I thought was going. That's what I was
Oh.
going. That's what I thought. I thought you were
Maybe that's
doing.
where I got the number.
I thought you were doing the thing I did first session where I had a demon say Jesus Christ as an expletive.
I do love the idea of a 12-step apostles program.
12.
You
That
start
is
at the
something-
Judas here.
That is something someone would do to make money.
My God, it's like a timeshare.
Oh my god! I hate it. Wrong timeline. Big sad.
I might make
I
it
have
this
to-
timeline. That's funny as shit.
I have to step out for like 10 seconds. Continue on.
I rolled a 12.
All right.
I'm gonna use this
Would you
opportunity.
ever
Never
like
mind.
to
Never mind.
John?
Never mind.
I'm still gonna use this opportunity to ask a question. Is it still a thing that Elysian bronze can only hurt monsters?
There are a lot of materials that are more effective against supernatural creatures.
In my many divine relics, is there any chance I can get something of Elysian bronze to give the kid to use instead of steel?
He also has a silver sword.
Silver is still effective at humanoids, though. Elysian bronze was supposed to not be effective against, like, that was its like thing. I
There's
thought,
gonna be
right?
times.
What?
I feel weird
You
saying
also-
this, but
You also got
Giddeon-
the implication that his sword was tied to his rift somehow.
the
That is
silver one.
true.
Yeah.
Also, we probably shouldn't give the extremely unstable weaponized kid both his swords. but he might have to stab a bitch. Like, this is a fucked up city sometimes. You know what I mean?
That's
Let him
fair.
keep
like-
thinking, I guess.
I was hoping to give him something that at least wouldn't kill like innocent non-rifts.
Right. I don't think he'll hunt a non-rift. I don't think that's something we have to worry about. I hope not. I really hope not.
Alright. I'll pass. I was trying to get ahead of the problem.
I mean, I think it's a cool thing. If you want to do it, I think it's a cool thing. I doubt he'll get surrounded by gangsters and gunned down. And if he does, I don't think a steel sword would do much of a difference there, but...
I think at that point he'll use his magic. He has non-lethal magic.
It's true.
Bless you.
I'll give the kid one and kind
Shut
of,
the
you know.
fuck up.
He mirrored him. He mirrored. That's the character. That's the guy.
I'll give him an Elysian bronze weapon just so I can say like this one is actually safe to use. It won't hurt non-rifts. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're gonna hunt with one, use this one.
Also, is Elysium Bronze a thing in actual mythology? I thought that was just the thing that Percy Jackson made up.
I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. But considering that could be an actual realistic thing in this setting, I'm just kind of going with it.
Okay, well, it's a thing in Pathfinder, so I imagine
Yeah.
there's some mythological basis to it.
I'm gonna stick with it then.
To the fields of Elysium.
Oh.
I don't think anything's gonna come of it, but I thought of something I could use one of those clues I got questioning Liliana. I don't know what she'll know, but my question for the GM through the conduit of my questioning of her. Where can we find the vicar?
This actually is a question that got answered.
Oh shit.
She did not know how to find the vicar, but she knew that whenever she picked up the thing she was delivering, it was outside the St. Lawrence Cathedral, which is in South Brooklyn.
Real. Okay. That's what I wanted. I wanted a location lead anyway. I can't believe I forgot that. I'm gonna write that shit down.
No, you're good.
So, are we heading to bed and then, or doing the stone meeting, or?
That is a tomorrow thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right now, you all walk in and we're reading, so...
Yeah, you walk into the library and Liana and Anaïs are just kind of communally reading.
We're having parallel
And then I
time.
started reading.
Gideon will
So,
say hi and go pick out a book.
So Liana, what do you think of the library? What do you think of the library?
She kind of just looks up at the clouds in the distance. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick around here.
Well, that's good. I did want to clarify something that sounded a little odd during our interrogation of the kid. You don't hunt kids, do you?
What the fuck? No.
Didn't think so. The kid said that Victor saved him from you.
That is not what the kid said.
Oh, wait. Is that exactly what he...
He
'Cause
said
the
that
kid-
somewhere in there.
That's what I
Victor
gleaned
saved him from a monster. From a monster.
Oh, you said from her, and Tim said something like from Liana, and he said yes, so it must have been a miscommunication.
Oh, I completely did not hear that. Okay, that's my
Yeah.
bad.
Okay, never mind. I take that question back.
That is completely my bad. I never heard anyone say that.
Okay, cool. Okay, so that nix, that never happened.
That never happened.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. That's probably my fault.
Okay. All right, you're good. You said you never said that, and I'm like, am I that drunk? I thought I knew what I was talking about.
No, that's what I
might
also
be, I don't know.
thought happened.
That's my bad.
He's okay.
All right. In that case, I don't ask that question. Instead, I say, researcher job. Yay or nay?
I mean, if I get to stick around and pour over this place, sure. Fuck it. Better than working at a gas station with a weird blue guy.
Oh, right. Compensation. How do you feel about getting paid in gemstones?
Remember what I said earlier about you saying odd shit? Sure. What kind of gemstone? What? Why is that easier than? Never mind.
I got a bunch of weird stuff. I have to unload it somehow.
Oh, well, I'm glad I could help you clear out some fucking shelf space.
What? I don't even know if I have a bank vault. Do I have a bank vault?
The house.
How?
crumbles.
Show me to the bank vault. Starts walking out.
As the house rearranges. The sound of metal scraping as the bank vault rapidly slides towards you.
I find the idea that I'm just like, I've only been here for a couple of years. Do I have a bank vault? Steps out. I just
You step out into a vault.
come back and say, never mind. Turns out I'm liquid.
Any other phrasing, and she goes back to reading.
So, the kid's getting released. We're building a case against Victor, right? Am I safe to restrain him here for now? Is Legrasse going to come after me? I have immunity, right? Gideon.
You guys aren't... Gideon, you're not in New Babel. You're not in anyone's territory. There are no laws here.
You have so much immunity in your own house.
What's he going to do? Arrest me?
Yeah,
Alright.
the last cops that tried that got digested.
Hey, I wasn't here for that. We
responded
don't know that. We don't know that. We just know
You
they came and they're
responded
not
like
here
it was
now.
the house that said that.
It was.
Well, in that case,
Do you have a butler? It's the house.
if I do, I've never met him.
That's so funny.
The floorboards
Sad.
just
Fucking dead man just flying around.
Yes,
so much
Master
funnier.
Trystan.
if it's like the floorboards wherever it's requested just spring up into a human being.
Oh my god, that's kind of cool. Actually, he's just kind
Like
of
the
molds out
silhouette
of
of a
whatever.
guy.
Alternatively, it's just the SCP butler.
Just a
You
guy.
called.
You rang.
No.
So, how much are you getting paid at your current job, Leonie?
Like, what's a?
Calculate the
Not much,
minimum
right?
wage.
She was a waitress, right?
We've established that inflation got like set back because the town got fucking leveled. So,
She was a
Cool.
waitress,
Okay,
right?
so minimum wage, right? She's making like
Yeah.
15 an hour. Cool.
Yeah, she's making like 15, 12 an hour.
Cool. I'll triple it.
Fuck. Okay, sure.
And as long as what I need research gets researched, I don't care when you're here.
All right. I will keep that in. How do I go home?
Actually, I was gonna give you a key.
Oh. Okay.
You put it into a lock. You turn it. It opens the door. You come in.
How does she get out?
She puts the key into a door, and she turns it.
Does
She
it
opens
just
the door and
spit her out back where the key went first time, or
Listen, Angelo, you're thinking about this way more than I thought about it. I never use keys. I just teleport.
well, I feel like this is something you should think about because so she doesn't end up in like
I
Panama
will
or something.
figure it out, she says.
You see, she's a smart girl. She can figure it out. I don't need to hand feed it to her.
$45 an hour? Fuck it. I will give you a fucking thesis on how this key works. And she takes the key.
See, I told you. A little trust in the lady, Angelo.
This is why you don't
I
have a
will
key yet,
say-
Angelo.
I will say, you brought me to your house the first time we met, and now you're giving me the key to your house. Again, buy me a fucking drink first. And she closes the book that she was reading.
If you violate the house's trust, it'll kill you. It's a self-defending house.
Are they self-defending books?
Well, the books are in the house.
I'm not going to think about the anatomy of your house anymore, and she's just going to put the book back and grab another one.
That's probably a correct choice. So, When's that meeting we're supposed to go to, Anaïs? I always forget.
It just said tomorrow, which is
You were
technically today, but like this is like really early morning, so.
Did it say at night?
No,
It said whenever, as long as it was on that day.
as long as it was Wednesday. So I guess we could hypothetically go now since it's Wednesday. What
I
the
mean-
fuck is playing on your phone?
Music.
Turn your
I
ringtone
mean, if
off,
we-
Tristan.
If we go
It's
pick up
Victor's
Lucien,
Castlevania ringtone.
Dude.
if we just go like pick up Lucien, we can all just go there.
Facts.
I can get Lucien.
I'm awake. Better now than during
Doing
the
this
day.
at
Shit.
3 a.m.
I'm awake for now.
If it's possible, can we drive there so I can, drive back?
Do you not need to sleep? You worked a full shift
enjoy
today,
it.
didn't you?
Yeah.
Is that a Hermes thing? You don't need sleep?
No. Well, for him, yes.
You just do crack about it or
Enjoy.
what?
I can't afford crack.
Oh, buddy.
You can't afford crack. My boss knows he doesn't pay me enough to have a drug addiction.
Oh, that's so fucking funny.
That's the saddest. That's the saddest explanation I've ever heard.
That's pretty brutal.
Buddy, you just don't know the right people anyway.
I got a ring for that. I'm gonna go use it for a bit. Can I take 20 minutes, guys?
You have a ring of
You have a ring
cocaine?
for crack?
No. It's for sleep. It's a ring of sustenance,
I
guys.
mean, yeah, I'll read more shit. If nobody else needs
Ring of
sleep, I'm
sustenance,
fine
like
with meeting the
Benadryl
dude
in it,
tonight.
or-
I mean, the best item in Pathfinder? Sorry.
Yeah, you're right.
I
you
mean,
mean the one that's generated by demons of sloth? Yeah.
If I had one of those, I'd be the most productive person on the planet.
it's just Adderall.
It's
Thank
just
God.
a ring that injects you with copious amounts of Adderall.
I
I'll
need
make you
that.
guys a deal. You go get Lucien. I'll meet you at the place in half an hour.
Great.
Okay.
I still can't leave by my own.
Oh, yeah, you have to let us out first.
Give me the door, please.
Go get in the car, drive out the gate. Have you never
In-
driven out of a gate before, Angelo?
It goes into
driver.
the void!
Did I fucking stutter?
Just gotta answer the call of the void, Angelo. That's all you gotta do.
Jesus.
House, can
Are
you
you
drop
telling me to kill
Angelo
myself,
off?
God?
Drop Angelo off on Main Street or something.
The house
I'll go with
grumbles.
Angelo. I enjoy his driving.
I would just like to
What-
go on record out of character and say I did not specify which Main Street.
Do Gideon and I have to go, or else we can't escape the house
Or-
either, or...
Honestly, where on any of the main
I'll
streets?
try to get out when I can.
I'm going with Angelo. He hasn't given me a key yet.
Into the car, piling.
Whee! I call shotgun this time.
Hopefully we don't fly through space.
Hopefully.
Leonie, can you get me information on blood moods? What were they called? Old
That's
knights.
what I was looking at.
The old blood, the vicar, and whatever this kid that was following the guy around is. I think his name was Tommy something.
Sure, I will get on that. Also, it's Liana.
Sorry, I must be getting you confused with somebody. I'm going to bed. I'll talk to you later. Oh,
You sound like you need it.
write down your account and routing numbers somewhere. The house will take care. Have a good night.
I will do that. You too. She goes back to her book.
You go to bed.
You go to bed.
20 minutes later, wake up and teleport to the spot.
You just in time for all of you to get there.
We went and picked up Lucien, I guess.
Yes. We got the
Hell yeah.
boy.
I'm
you
sorry.
go.
Games
I have-
together.
I'm sorry. The idea that my alarm clock is actually just a teleporting ritual, and I'm woken up by being dropped into a puddle somewhere.
you guys get to the thing. You're looking around for Trystan, and you hear this sort of magical sound come from above you, and he just right onto the concrete.
He leaves a dent.
He's got like a Wile E. Coyote silhouette in the concrete.
Sorry, guys, I overslept. Start getting up.
Did the house kick you out, or do you just do that?
We did pick up Lucien.
Yeah, we did.
Yes, you are all
Okay.
here. Standing in front of a building, a very nice building called Wednesday Financing.
Is
Oh
On
yeah,
Wednesday.
Wednesday Adams.
is that why he wanted to meet on a Wednesday?
Seems like
Oh,
it.
Yeah, if we came tomorrow, it would be Thursday financing. Start walking inside.
I couldn't imagine having my mythos be Wednesday. That sucks for him.
No, they're rich as hell.
Mythos on a day is such a funny fucking statement.
What
If
you
it was
wait,
like Friday, it maybe.
The
like
idea of the
Freya,
negative
but-
theme tag being your mythos only works on Wednesday.
that's- moving on. You step through the door, and you see a guy kind of. There's this dude at the front sort of reception desk who looks up and he says, he's this very, very, very pale man who kind of looks at you and he says, do you have an appointment? And then when he's talking, you see his teeth are made of gold, it looks like. Very shiny.
Good morning. Mr. Grimm asked us to meet him.
Mr. Grimm, what kind of appointment is this? How did he contact you?
Rock.
And pull out the rock.
Do you have them?
I have my
Oh.
rock.
Oh, runestones, lovely. Can you hand them here?
I left mine at the house. Do I have to get it?
I don't care.
Alright.
He takes the rocks and he kind of puts them and he reaches into his desk and pulls out a very intricately carved, like, war horn. Puts
Bullhorn.
his mouth to it and
Jesus.
The
The
face
whole
on
goes
this
throughout,
guy.
echoes throughout the whole building, and he just says, Mr. Grimm will see you now, and he directs you to a staircase that goes upwards.
While we're walking.
Wait, if
together.
we're going to him, why did you need to?
I'm sure it was a warning. And then some in the stones will be like, oh, it's these people, you know? Magic weird shit.
Strange that doesn't have a cell.
Some people like it old fashioned.
I mean, cell phones aren't great, man. They're not all they're cracked up to be.
I don't know
Or-
if I could live with mine.
Hell, they could use like I don't know, a call system, like a.
I only got tired of waiting so long for Gideon's letters to arrive. By the time he told me about one of my questions, I already committed 3 more crimes.
That's what Google's for.
I love that Gideon's only fault, other than being a lawyer, is that he's obsessed with TikTok.
I'm sorry,
Man,
Gideon,
doom
what's
scrolls.
Google again?
Jesus
The only
Christ.
flaw?
What?
I said only a flaw?
What's the Google again?
Oh, that's
Jesus
like this
Christ.
newfangled thing. It works kind of like lawyers and doctors
No.
and everything else. You can ask it questions, but it would be like if the people you were asking didn't have degrees.
They made it
So.
more than 70 years
Huh.
ago. What do you mean new?
But just to be
Well-
clear, how do you use the service?
I don't want
I
to.
don't
I'm
know if
going
your house
upstairs.
could teach you that.
He's being obtuse on purpose. Let's go.
You guys go up the stairs. It's a very long staircase that kind of spirals up to, and you see there's a very intricately carved, like, almost looks like cave paintings, but carved into the like railing that appears to give a variety of some depictions of something. They all look to be depictions of some kind of story.
These see, this is way bigger on the inside.
Are they
How long have we
religious?
been climbing stairs?
Eventually, after what feels like way too long, you end up in front of a massive set of double doors that open as you approach them. And you see past these big doors is in a fairly modern-looking office, despite everything. You see a man dressed in a fairly dark gray suit with a black tie. You see he has a very long, well-kept gray beard. Similarly long hair that appears to be tied behind into a very, very tight braid. And you see as you approach that he appears to have a glass eye.
I want to walk into the room. I want to slowly pull out Beelzebub's chest. Get out a cigar for myself. Get out a cigar for Gideon. Sit down in a chair. Magically cut it. Light it. And say, "What's up, Doc?"
Jesus
Dear God.
Christ, Tristan.
What?
Your
It's like the newest
reputation
thing.
precedes you. Well, it's good to finally meet you all.
Finally?
I have heard so much. I keep my eye on the ongoings of this town. Ever since I've been here.
How long has that been exactly?
Oh, well, you wouldn't believe me if I said it. But... little over 100 years.
Oof.
Called it.
I believe it.
Now, the nature of my business has changed a few times, but it has always stayed the same. And that is... well, how do I put this? I'm in the business of, making connections. Making impressions, and leaving my mark on time itself.
How's that working out for you?
Well, pretty well. I have some friends in high places. But you all are a special case. You see, destiny seems to favor you. Now, it's not very often that a band of misfits comes along with eyes of fate locked finely upon them. So I would be remiss if I didn't introduce myself.
I think he's trying to be your new godfather, Gideon.
My new godfather?
That's how you got your law degree, right?
A godfather? I went to Harvard.
Is that not run by the mob nowadays?
I have no idea. I just studied and
The
went to
military,
class.
they're basically a
This
mob.
one catches on quick.
Wait, he's right?
Lord.
Why Harvard?
So, what do we have to do to get on your good side? Show up to a wedding?
No, that is not the nature of the favors I ask.
What kind of
See,
favors do you ask?
Well, first of all, I need some help dealing with this old blood business. At first, I thought it would be easy to take advantage of, but now I see that it's just not good for anyone's business. Now, I know you're already in the business of that, but I also know that you're on the payroll of a one Legrasse. I've had a few run-ins with that man, and he, well, between you and me, he gives me the creeps. And he's also not in my pocket.
Really?
Well, do you have any information we could use?
I do. A couple names. A couple people you might want to talk to. However, such information is not easily given. I brought you here because I want to work with you. I want to bring you into the fold, as it were. You see, New Babel is different. This place is far closer to the world of the myth than many other places. But with the blood moon on its way, there comes an opportunity. An opportunity to truly bridge that gap. To make this entire city a gateway between worlds. It's been a very long time since the realms have flown freely between each other, and it's a time I dearly miss. And if you would help me further that goal along, I would be very grateful. And it would not go without rewards.
I'll look at everyone else.
I'm gonna stand up, brush off my thighs, and say, well, wish I could say it's been a pleasure, Mr. Grimm. I'll be on my way. Pick up my box and start walking.
Lucien would also get up and kind of dust himself off. Start walking.
If we lost those two, I can't.
Yeah, we're gonna have to reject your offer.
How disappointing. I had thought you had some ambition to you all.
Well, it sounds like you were just asking us to do something for you.
Is that not what you're doing for Legrasse? Following
That
orders?
That is. But I know what our objective is here. I know what completing it will do. It would help everyone. I don't know what bringing everything together would do exactly, but we're busy right now.
Simply put, we have ambition, and usually that ambition is just to lead our lives. Rift or not.
Well put.
Stand at the door and wait for the others.
It was a pleasure meeting with you. Sorry I wasted your time. And I'll shake his hand. And, send another one of those, runes or whatever if you want to talk again. Or just shoot me an email. It's public on the website.
Tell me, before you go storming out of my hall, do you know who you speak to?
Give the rest of them a look.
A Rift who thinks himself above the normal.
Oh, how quaint. You think me a rift, do you? Trystan, as you try for the door, it does not open.
Oh, he was a cryptid. I fucking called it!
I don't know about
You watch as the desk he was sitting at seems to almost fall into the floor. You see a cane he was holding seems to splinter and shatter as it expands into a massive spear. You watch as two what look like decorative reliefs on the wall split off as two ravens fly around the room. The parts of the desk that had melted away rise up once again as two wolves stand next to him. He stands up as his chair twists and morphs into an 8-legged horse as he stands up. I am no mere rift. No. I have many names. I am called Glad of War. I am called Grimnir. I am called Allfather. My wolves are Gary and Freki, my ravens, Hunan and Moon and Thought and Memory. I ride upon the gallows Sleipnir. I wield Gungnir. I have as many names as there are winds, as many titles as there are ways to die. I am no rift. I am Odin. And
I'm
you.
lighting a cigarette.
Son.
And you. And he sits back down into the chair. Are quite a disrespectful man. There is more to this world than rifts. There is more to this world than people masquerading as ancient ones, trying to bridge this gap. Leave if you wish. But I get the feeling we will meet again.
Of that, I have no doubt.
Have a blessed day, all Father.
See you at Ragnarok.
You may very well, Olympian. Now get out of my office. All of you.
He doesn't have to tell me twice.
Yep, bye.
Let them all walk first. I think this is one of those Trystan moments, the not very smart ones.
Oh,
boy.
Trystan, buddy.
I'm petty. What can
I
I
know
say?
you're petty.
I'm gonna really lean into one of those negatives.
Mm-hmm.
Once they all start walking, I'm gonna begin walking down the stairs, and just with my spray paint, I'm just gonna start putting relay runes, just things to mimic a spell. Just mark them every couple of steps all the way down the stairs.
You don't think he'll... Do I see Trystan doing this shit?
I'm intentionally walking behind everybody, specifically because I knew you'd disapprove.
I would have to back you, but yeah, I
Can we
would
not hear
disapprove.
the spray paint?
So, explain what you mean by relay runes.
So, you know the classic concept of, like, the thing you mark so that when you cast a spell, it casts there as well? You know what I'm talking about? So, like, if I cast a spell here, it casts there as well?
Oh, copy. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to set those up going down the stairwell, just every couple steps, you know? Just a generic relay rune, just so I can, you know, have a spot to trigger it. And continue walking down the stairs. Stop, like, right before the bottom of the stairs so the guy in the lobby doesn't see me. Just all the way down. And I'm going to stop by the door of the place. Once we're almost all the way out. And turn back to the receptionist and say, "Oh, could you pass a message along for me?
Yeah, what do you want?
Could you just let him know that I do intend to come back for our next meeting?"
Sure.
Appreciate it. Shut the door. Draw the source rune on the other side of the door. And napalm.
Hey Trystan, what are you drawing that room?
Oh.
Well, you cast the spell. And as you do, it begins to glow. And as if being slashed through by a sword, you see a rune appear over it. You're not the only one with magic, friend.
Trystan, you know...
He just
You
said
know
who he
Odin-
was.
You know Odin. You know Odin, right? His
What
domains.
can I say? I get my gods confused. Odin, Loki, that one from the Smurf.
Gilgamesh.
Oh,
Gilgamesh.
I don't think the villain of the Smurfs was named Gilgamesh.
It was Gilga something.
hold on.
It was like Gargamel. You're thinking of
Gargamel,
Gargamel.
that's what it was.
yeah.
Gargamel.
I
was
wish
Gilgamesh?
it was Gilgamesh.
I like
Gilgamesh.
more if I said Gilgamesh from the Smurfs.
Gilgamesh was like a hero. He wasn't. I don't think he was a
I couldn't
god.
remember. I don't
I
read the
think
Bible.
Gilgamesh was like the king of the first city. And he had a... None of these words are in the Bible.
None of these words are in the Bible.
Okay,
He
so
was
we're gonna have
what,
like a
was he,
team meeting about
Mesopotamian?
that, right? Because what the hell was that?
Oh, that's so funny. I don't read the Bible.
Yeah, Tristan, so sorry. Did you
No, not about what
Just real
Trystan did,
quick.
about that fucking guy.
Can we get Angelo's car to
Odin?
talk about this, Van? Just in case he decides to come out here and turn us into 8-legged horses.
I feel like he would have done that already, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Look up at the building. Yeah, maybe.
He is like the head of a pantheon. Okay,
Yeah.
in the car,
Is your van like Odin
Fuck.
proof?
No,
So they-
but we can get away from him.
I hope the implication of how he phrased everything he said is apparent to you all.
I'm going
Yeah.
to ignore the van. I'm just heading back to the house.
Well, yeah, we
You
also need to go
quickly-
there, please.
You quickly spray paint your runes and pop back to the House of Mysteries. The van screeches onto the front courtyard.
Hey, Liana, change of plans.
You are in the library. And she kind of just says, "Fuck! How the fuck did you? Didn't even? Do you not open doors?"
I'm gonna narrow down your search and put a bit of a rush on it.
Oh, what does that mean?
2 things. I need to know about a blood moon coming up regarding rifts,
Uh huh.
and I need a way to kill Odin.
Jesus Christ.
That's a big ask, but I'll look.
Appreciate it.
Tristan, now that we have a moment, I think we are all here in agreement when I say, what the fuck?
Wait. Oh, fuck.
I don't get why he needs us to do bullshit for him. He's fucking Odin.
He's trying to cause Ragnarok.
Why?
What? Like the end of the like the apocalypse kind of thing?
If I'm thinking now correctly, yeah. And if he is, yeah, that's bad.
Why
How do we
though?
know he's trying to cause Ragnarok?
He's trying to bring about the end of days for non-rifts by communicating or by allowing the two to work freely between the two. That puts him on my shit list.
I was about to say, we already have enough problems, like, between rifts and not rifts, and too many people that like being rifts and old blood. I don't know, there's too much about for apocalypse to happen.
Maybe we should table the apocalypse
Wait, but
thing
why would-
until we get
why
the
would
old blood
Odin-
situated? Or is this more of a high priority kind of thing?
Well,
like,
wait.
do we think this is going to happen tomorrow, or?
Well, no, because he wanted
Well,
us...
we know the old blood is related to the blood moons. And the blood moon is
Okay.
related to his plan.
But he
So he
wanted
busts
us to
that
also
up.
stop the old blood for some reason. Or not stop it,
Maybe
but
he-
hold on.
Maybe he needs the blood for some reason? It can turn people into monsters. He might be trying to make that big wolf thing from Norse mythology.
But then why not just have his own guys do it? Or have people with actual connections? Because none of us are... Norse?
He said the fates were on us?
Favored by
eyes, at least?
destiny.
Well,
Well,
I
maybe
think
it's
that
our
means we can
destiny to
kick
stop
his
him then,
ass.
and he's just dumb at reading.
We could always talk to Fates.
What?
Well, I personally, but
They live together, right?
I think I know where we could go. Depending on Pantheon.
Hey,
of
we're
course.
changing your campaign to the Odyssey, actually.
Fuck.
Do the fates still reside in the hells, Angelo?
I wasn't thinking the hells. I was thinking more. Could always just go and talk to some people that know fates. Greek ones, anyway. What was it called? The bar.
The cult of
The one in Hell's
Dionysus.
Kitchen?
No, the cult of Dionysus. Thank you. Could always go there, but if we're dealing with Norse mythology, we might want to try and find the fate weave. Well,
Doesn't Odin die in Norse mythology at some point?
As with most myths, is probably at several points.
I.
And then he comes back.
What's
The
death
problem-
anyway to a god?
The problem is Odin was trying to stop Ragnarok, but
Which could mean that's why we're wrong. But otherwise, what notion would he have to merge the planes, whatevers, the worlds?
I suspect that at one point he was a rift. Perhaps he just lost his humanity in the process. It's not unheard of.
That can happen.
Yes.
Is that not what the... Angelo, you were looking him up earlier. What's your book say?
well, that was on Mr. Grimm. He's just a racketeering guy.
Why don't you go check the library? We may have records on.
That's where I looked.
That's what he
but
did
I'll
already.
look again.
Well, now we have more
I can
information.
read quick.
That's true.
Yeah, sure. I guess Mr. Grimm and Odin. See if they're mentioned ever
Rifts
together.
of Odin? I mean, like...
Do we
Oh, that could work too.
Do we consult LaGrasse? Also, I did not appreciate that he said he was creepy. I didn't think LaGrasse was creepy. A little smelly, but
Yeah, I think he's
I think
alright.
LaGrasse is creepy, but call up LaGrasse. Yeah, this seems appropriate.
it is now 5 in the morning.
I call LaGrasse.
We are ruining
You-
this man's sleep schedule.
He does not pick up.
I call LaGrasse again.
Does not pick up.
I'm-
Hey,
Just maybe
can
leave him
I
a
borrow your phone
text.
for a minute?
I'll text him.
Oh, it's just gonna give you the
Oh,
do not disturb, he's sleeping message. Oh well.
I was being nice and using my phone. I can be mean and use a circle.
You're welcome to, but I don't want to piss my boss off. Not with the case files he's gonna give me.
Lucien,
I'll do it this way. Can I go to LaGrasse's house?
Oh my god, you can port over to LaGrasse's house.
Lucien, you got any
Port
thoughts?
over to LaGrasse's house on the inside of the door and shout into his house, "Hey, LaGrasse!"
Trystan, my gamer.
I'm going. I'm not asking.
That's trespassing.
What's he gonna do? I have immunity.
Dear God. I need to teach him how immunity works.
Please don't light his house on fire.
Go inside and shout out, "Hey, LaGrasse!"
You go inside his house.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yes,
Dude.
His door is locked.
I teleport inside.
Oh my god. You fucking into his house.
Hey, LaGrasse!
You're a. You're just upstairs. You're just a. What the? You hear like a case unlock and
You shout
Walks
shout
down.
upstairs and say, "I tried to call you, but you didn't answer your phone."
he kind of just goes downstairs with a gun and he just goes, "What the fuck are you doing here? How did you get into my house?
I got
Why
threatened
do
by
you
a
keep
god
doing
today.
this?"
We got threatened by a god today. Thought you might want to know.
Yeah, I get threatened by gods all the time. We're rifts.
He also
what
he also
happens.
said that you were one of the only ones not in his pocket.
Who the fuck are you talking about?
Odin, Mr. Grimm.
Oh god. Oh, why'd you talk to him?
Oh, he
He's
sent us a
noth-
message.
Oh, fucking course he did. Okay, so I don't know if he told you, he really likes to announce it, but he's not a rift.
He did say that after I told him he was a rift that thought he was above non-rifts.
Yeah, well, he is above rifts. In the
Yeah,
cosmological
well-
sense.
He did also stop when I tried to napalm his office.
You tried to napalm. Please tell me you didn't use magic.
Of course I used.
You know he's like a god of magic, yeah?
Yeah, well, it didn't work.
Obviously!
Sorry, I'm rusty
Dude
on my
hung
North.
himself to learn magic. You think whatever the fuck you've got going on is gonna get him?
Hey, I got a lot going on, man.
God. I tell you to do one fucking thing, and you go and piss off one of the only actual gods in this fucking city.
Well, in my defense, he did call me friend afterwards.
Sure. Is that all you came to tell me? To give me more gray fucking hairs?
Actually, I came to give you some notice. He told us that the Blood Moon was going to bring the worlds of the normal and world of the Rift together. He said he's trying to work on it. He asked us to work on it. He knew that we were working for you, but doesn't particularly like you. He thinks that you're creepy, and also that you're not in his pocket, so he doesn't like you. He's trying to run kind of a Godfather angle. We did send a murderous child to go hang out with his old thieving friends. We currently have Victor locked up in a stasis chamber in indefinite isolation until you figure out your case. The vampire chick is now working in my library, and I feel like I'm missing something. Oh yeah, Angela's truck is out of my garage finally. You want a cigar?
And I need something harder than a cigar to deal with your bullshit.
You want liquor?
Is it from the house?
From my bag.
Is the bag your house's offspring?
It was stored in my house at one point.
Did the house put the liquor in there?
Some of it's mine. I stole a bottle of vodka from Lucian's bar.
Why?
Well, I was going to use it to make a Molotov cocktail, but Anaïs got to Victor before I did.
And so you just kept the alcohol of the guy that helped you catch apparently a stalker?
Well, I already owe him money. I have to pay for getting rid of the spray paint that's currently on his floor.
You've
From
got to
when I
figure out a
summoned-
better way of drawing circles. The spray paint is such a problem.
Well, I mean, how else am I supposed to make a permanent circle to summon a chain demon to take the murderous child away?
Sharpie? I'm not there. I'm not there, but you.
I love the idea that Anaïs slowly slips in the front door, peeks her head
When
in.
the fuck did you get here?
A rug.
I'm not. I can't leave.
So, why haven't you been taking my calls, buddy? I mean, I thought we were working together.
Because everyone else that you are working with are much more pleasant to talk to, and I know if I ignore your calls for long enough, you'll just get one of them to call me.
And
And
how's
they
that
don't
working
get-
out for you?
And they don't give me a fuck. Well, you're the one that pissed off Odin, okay? Fuck you.
So, just to be clear, next time you're gonna pick up my calls, or do I need to, like, set this up as one of my, like, speed dial locations?
I swear to God, if you set up a goddamn teleport beacon in my fucking house, I will set a trap. I will start putting Trystan-sized mouse traps in my fucking house.
So just to be clear, if I sleep in your bed,
Otherwise known as
crossing the line-
landmines. I do not care about this place. Why did you put gore on my ceiling?
Not on your ceiling, on your roof. There's a difference.
I
Is now a
don't
bad time
fucking
to
care.
mention?
Why was there ground meat on my ceiling, and why did it smell like a fucking London sewer?
Well, to be fair, you did ask me for a sample. I gave you multiple.
That's what that was?
Yeah, you didn't get the one sent to your office? I sent you that one in a jar.
Yeah, I got that one. I didn't know the fucking arcane symbols drawn in meat on my roof were part of it.
Did they
I'm
form
gonna have a
themselves into
fucking
symbols? I just threw the bottles at the roof. Did they carve themselves into symbols? Because that'd be interesting.
Well, I wish I had known you weren't doing it on purpose before I fucking power washed them off.
We have a mind reader.
No, that's not a good idea.
Oh, speaking of which, I'm still waiting on the name of that guy who came to my house. Whenever you get a bit.
Working on it! Get out!
Okay, are you gonna pick up my phone call next time, or am I gonna have to come over here? Because if I'm gonna have to come over here, I really need to go ahead and just copy and paste that location. Did I offer you a drink? I can't remember.
I need to snatch some drugs from the evidence locker for this shit. And he walks back upstairs.
Okay, but if you ever need any, I know a guy. Start leaving.
I'm sure you do, door slam.
You know, if you needed more sleep, I could always give you a ring. Start leaving.
I am this close from shooting you through the fucking floor. Get out!
A ring is another way to say you'll give him a call.
Exactly.
Oh. Oh.
If you're as good of a shot as you are a detective, I think I'm safe. And start teleporting back to the house.
So go
What did
fish.
you do?
After this several minutes, Trystan arrives back at the mansion. Hey guys, what's up?
Hey,
Oh, you're not dead.
welcome back.
Huh? Why would I be dead?
Thought he would have killed you for interrupting his beauty sleep.
Oh, I still have some of those runes on my jacket from when we were going after Liana. I don't think a bullet could hit me.
You're one. You're anyway. Okay.
What the fuck was that?
Sometimes the house makes that noise. It doesn't mean anything
Is it
that you know
6
of.
a.m.?
God?
It interrupted Gideon contemplating testing Tristan's theory on the bulletproof nature of his.
I would have if I had a gun.
Well, you see, I had set up runes against puncture in order to stop her from biting me, but I realized after a while that probably helps against bullets.
Uh-huh.
I need to invest
So-
in magic.
I think we should all go get some sleep. And then meet up and maybe go hit up that cathedral where Liliana did the drug run. Or
We can-
church or whatever it was.
It's been a while since I had confessional.
Any other weird Odin shit we need to talk about here before we go back to under his watchful eye?
Yeah, Trystan. Can you just check with us before you try to blow someplace up?
Do you want me to check with you before I put a middle finger or a, other phallic symbol on his house?
No, but
Cool. I'll talk to you later.
If it could get me killed, check with me at least.
Okay. Angelo, I'm gonna go graffiti his alley.
Don't.
Are you gonna stop me?
I could try.
Would it work?
How fast can you move?
Well, that depends. Can you teleport?
just go vandalize Trystan.
You've defeated
I
Hermes.
need sleep.
I'll talk with you later, Gideon. Don't worry. I'll make sure no cameras see me.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw a
Well,
big
actually
one.
check before you do it this time.
Hmm?
And have fun, I suppose.
Talk to you later, Gideon.
Talk to you then, Trystan.
Such a nice lawyer.
Okay, so
Such a great client.
what time are we meeting at the cathedral? It's like, I don't know.
Mass is like 8 a.m., right?
Something like that in 2 hours.
So yeah, so we get 2 hours of sleep. We may as well just fucking just hang out outside.
I don't know what you're talking about. 2 hours is a full night's rest.
Go
I'm
by
going to bed.
Starbucks
Talk to
or
you guys
something.
later.
We know you're a freak, Trystan. God, Jesus.
I'm going to my room.
Okay, hop in the van.
I gotta be back for like 5 seconds.
You're good.
House,
down.
put us somewhere not fucking weird, please.
The house spits you out in front of LaGrasse's house.
Oh, he's gonna
Good
kill
enough
us.
for me.
I love the idea that you were all offered a place in the house, but you instead decided to go crash on the grass's couch.
He just
Were we
goes, he goes down in the morning and just sees you all sleeping like you're using his books as blankets and shit. It's just
Sorry, Legrass. It's been a long night. Trystan kicked us
If
out.
anyone knows how to lockpick, we can do it.
Actually, I left through his front door. It might be unlocked. He went upstairs before I left, right?
Let me check the packages.
If someone ordered a lockpick,
Yeah.
we're not breaking into LaGrasse's house. That was a joke. We're not Trystan.
He is a federal agent.
Yeah.
So are you. You work for the UPS.
You're not here.
Shut up, you're asleep.
Just take me home.
Country
fair enough.
roads.
Take me home.
Please.
I belong.
Did the mirror come with?
West Virginia.
Bound to
Why wouldn't I? I need to sleep.
Oh no.
I don't know, man. Maybe you crashed in his bathroom or something?
I'd probably be asleep in the back of your fucking van.
Oh, Lucian would EB.
Sadly, if we only have 2 hours,
What?
it might be smarter to just sleep in the van, gang.
We may as well just sleep in the. You think anyone ordered a mattress or like a blow up mattress? You think Walmart's
No.
open?
Yes.
Do any of
Do
you
you
know
guys
first
not-
aid?
It's a UPS van. Oh, are we gonna have a cuddle
USPS.
pile in the van?
Absolutely not.
No.
Aw. Oh, no fun.
No.
I will use my own reflection before I use one of you fucks.
You're all clearly only children.
Well, I mean, I am. I don't know how you figured that out, but yes.
You didn't want to
Um,
join the cuddle pile.
This cut on my side is starting to really hurt. Do any of you know first aid, or do I gotta go try to find a black
Have you
market doctor?
gone this entire day with a open cut wound on your side? I imagine someone would have tended to that by now.
Technically,
I assume he would have bandaged it at some point, just wrapped
When
it or
did you
pressed
get
it.
gas?
since the last session, it's
Oh,
only been like 4 hours. Have you
That's
been
still a
slowly
long
bleeding
time
out
to
for
have a-
4
It's a long
hours?
time.
The house would have tended to him if nothing else. If it had known he was injured. Sure.
I do hide injury as well.
Did the house
There could
But
have
I
been.
think I would have like bandaged it or something, but
fix
know.
you? Or do we need to go to like an urgent care? I ain't got urgent care money.
well,
He's a lawyer. He has urgent care money. Let's fucking go.
why would we go to the urgent care, not
He's
the
got
emergency?
insurance.
Or Walmart, I don't know.
I feel like if anyone in this group has insurance, it's Gideon.
Yeah.
For sure.
He
I was
provides
thinking
it.
about being
Oh.
like, he doesn't believe in it, because I thought that'd be funny, but
He didn't opt in because he
I
doesn't
guess-
believe in it.
if you guys don't think they'll ask a bunch of questions about this slash wound on my side, I guess I can go to a hospital.
I mean, they probably
I don't
will.
think-
Don't
They-
they usually
yeah.
like... But none of you have any sort of like
You got in a
rift
bar fight.
stuff for this?
I'm a mailman.
Look, I can maybe patch you up. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be
I can make it
infection free
worse.
though.
I would like it infection free.
I'm very good with
Angelo, could
gauze
you take me-
and antibacterial cream. That's all I can say.
I'll take the help while we go to the hospital, I think.
Oh well, if we're going to the
It's not a big
hospital, do I
cut.
need to do that? Because that involves like going to Walmart or CVS. I'm just name dropping
What are
shit. I
we
don't know if they
going-
exist.
I feel like going to Walmart. Whatever. Let's go. Let's go to the ER. How about that?
All right.
Sounds good.
Good.
You
Good.
guys-
Okay, we're driving.
I actually got a deeper cut than this by a Russian bayonet.
You.
How was that tennis
Okay,
shot?
Bayonet? How did you get that fucking close?
That close to what? Oh, the other soldier? It's... A lot of it was urban warfare, where they deployed me, so I'd be clearing houses or just holding little forts that we erected in the center of streets. It was messy. But we jumped a convoy, and I thought they were all done. We went up to start picking across them, and one of them still had fight in him, I guess.
Huh.
All I'm saying is I know I'll be fine. It didn't hit any organs or anything like that.
Well, just dodge the draft next time.
God, I wish we had you back then. Would have made shit easier.
I love adding we take Gideon to the ER in my fucking session notes.
You guys end up at the hospital. It is specifically the. It is the.
What?
It is specifically a hospital that is specializes in rift kind of stuff.
Oh, so they may not
nice.
ask as many
Okay, hell yeah.
questions. Or that means they'll ask more.
You enter through the front door and you see a lady at the reception desk who appears to have very thick sunglasses and snakes for hair is attending it and says, "Oh, hello. How can we help you?"
Hi. I think I just need some stitches, and I'll kind of like lift my shirt up a little bit so she can see.
Ooh, you undead.
Yeah, how'd you know?
Your blood's darker than usual.
Uh.
Also, that looks like a silver wound.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. And she kind of types into a computer and kind of shouts out in a language that only Angelo would recognize as ancient Greek. Shouts out that she needs help.
Oh, the hospital is. Sorry.
You shout.
Yes.
You see. You watch as three more nurses, well, 2 nurses and 1 doctor, kind of wheel out what looks like a gurney after a little bit and look and says, "That the one?" She says, "Yep." And they say, "Come with us."
I'll go with him.
You go with them. They you watch as they wheel Gideon away.
Wheeled him away.
Wada,
You know, it
wada.
makes sense that a rift hospital would be Greek,
Does
or at
it?
Does it?
least partially run by Greek. Well, Hippocratic Oath. The doctor.
Oh, I
The
didn't-
doctor.
I didn't know that was Grecian.
Woo!
I don't know where I thought it came from, but I just didn't connect those dots.
Also, I'm pretty sure the word hospital comes from Greek.
This is my
Yeah.
doctor's mythos, Dr. House.
It is now.
Fuck.
No, Dr. House is just a rift of something else.
Yeah, Sherlock Holmes.
In order for us to take care of you, you're gonna need this rule book. Throws it out the window.
Shut that, you fucking quote Family Guy in My City of Mist session.
Why not? Can I be a riff of Peter Griffin?
I thought you were gonna say.
Yeah, you'll die session 1 as an example.
Oh, god damn it was Latin. Son of a bitch!
Ah,
Hospital? That makes sense, actually.
yeah.
Those dirty Romans.
Hospital.
I'm just gonna let that one weigh for a little bit.
We spend our couple hours waiting for Gideon to get stitches.
You
Oh, you guys waited.
specifically are treated by someone who specializes in undead. Also, funnily enough, also a vampire.
There's just so many
And
of them.
you get treated with a mix of traditional medicine and more specialized treatments for stitching undead back together.
Frankenstein?
God damn it, you ruined the joke.
You're not
Wait,
here,
this is-
Tristan.
Wouldn't this be Frankenstein's monster?
After shut the fuck up. After a little bit, you are told to just stay for the night, just so they make sure there are no complications with the wound. The rest of you are sent away, and you, presumably, as the conclusion of the night, you get back in your van and you drive away from Frankenstein Memorial Hospital.
Wait,
know what?
stay
It
the
still-
night.
it
It's
still
6
lands.
a.m.
Huh?
Stay the night at 6 a.m.
You know what I mean. Stay until it's to make sure nothing bad comes out of it. Silver poisoning is a serious problem for undead. Don't you know?
Good to know.
If you or your family have been affected by silver poisoning,
You may be entitled to compensation. Call now.
Poisoning the undead guy with concentrated silver nitrate.
call 1-800.
He turned blue and then he fucking died. Just disintegrated on the spot.
While we're down the lawyer,
Well, for like,
we have
uh,
30 minutes.
yeah.
Well, I mean, you don't have to be there for mass.
No, we can go.
I'll go for
If we
mass.
text Trystan, we just tell him, hey, we put Giddeon in the hospital, he'll be a while. Is Giddeon gonna let us know when they'll release him?
I'd assume.
We'll all go when he's released. That makes it easy.
I'm actually getting the most job-related work done in this hospital visit, I imagine, than I have in like the past few days. So.
Oh wait, don't you have work, Angelo? Or are you not going again?
I might not.
Yeah, stick it to him.
I do need to find something freelance, though.
I bet Angelo would be a godlike truck driver.
They just
I'm
strap.
just gonna let that one sit.
They just strap an 18-wheeler trailer to him and he runs away. But because it's so heavy, it stays in one place. I'm sorry.
Jesus.
The silly goofy is hitting, guys.
Yeah, we're
We're
losing
silly
the plot a
goofy.
little bit.
We lost the plot like whenever Trystan stopped talking.
I'm
No,
sorry we
kidding.
turned away the major plot hook.
I mean, it's
Fuck that guy.
it was a plot. It was a path you could have taken, a minor plot hook, and a setup for a potential future game.
I'm
So-
Greek. Fuck your god.
Jesus.
I still think the way we handle Odin is by getting him to go to war with the Greek pantheon.
I wait till you meet other people in the Greek pantheon. You'll see why that might be a bad idea.
I haven't talked to the Greek pantheon, sadly.
I don't want to deal with Zeus. I know you're not here, but I don't want to deal with Zeus either. Or a rift of him.
Oh god, a rift of Zeus.
I just realized a slight problem. I said I was going to mass. Is this a church I'm welcome in?
For the sake of convenience, I'll say this isn't one that you have interacted with much. It's a kind of a small.
Okay. I just want to make sure Constantine is kind of famously Catholic.
St. Catherine welcomes all except Trystan Bull.
It's
Like it's
Saint
kind
Loris,
of a
but
big
yes.
deal that angels
see.
don't like him.
Oh well, the priest doesn't know that.
Not necessarily. Cool. I'm going to mass.
They like scan you for rifts, and if you're Constantine, they turn you away.
They just shoot you on the spot.
It just matters if like the priest is a riff.
He pulls his pistol out of his hollowed out Bible.
Can we just say the van crew goes to
Put-
Starbucks while Trystan goes to mass?
Starbies.
we can say that. I'm not
Starbucks
looking
got
up the Starbucks
rebranded by
menu.
Starry.
Specific.
The soda
That
that
means
is owned by a
Coca-Cola?
different company.
That means
Yeah.
Coca-Cola got a hold of Starbucks?
I mean, they've gotten a hold of
honestly, if you
everything
told
else.
me Coca-Cola owned Starbucks, I'd believe you.
You know what? That is very fair, actually.
This is a dark timeline where that's very understandable.
What's the name of the company in Shadows of Doubt that like owns everything?
I don't know.
It's like-
Starch Cola.
Starch Cola. That's
Starch Cola?
Play Shadows of Doubt. It's a great game, but yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
fucking Starch Cola.
Oh.
That's
It's
funny.
yeah, it's great. It's vaguely cyberpunk LA noir, but entirely procedurally generated. It's great.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Work
it's
doing
also
starch.
so difficult because I'm not a good detective.
Fair enough.
Anyway, Trystan, you go to mass. It's a fairly populated church, not as much as you'd expect, but that's probably because there was a big massacre down here not too long ago. Not at the church, but in South Brooklyn.
Fair enough.
Tragedy was all over social media for a little bit. It was all over Weaver. It was really bad. But you figure based on descriptions of what had happened, Old Blood related probably. But you step into the church. It's a fairly nice church. You see it, weirdly enough, is almost entirely firelit. So there's this sort of the whole area has this sort of vague orange hue to it, and you see the resident priest who you learned from Liani is Father Lawrence, because fuck you.
Heard Father Lawrence of Lawrence. Cool.
Mhm.
How's his sermon?
Pretty good, actually. He's not bad. He's a good public speaker. Very charismatic. Good traits to have for a priest.
Okay, he seems cool. All right.
He seems friendly enough.
Okay.
But
Text
yeah.
them when mass is starting to finish.
You all get a text. Mass is over. Conveniently, Gideon, you're being released from the hospital around this time. You have a wicked sick silver scar. It's kind of like blue around it.
Oh hell yeah! Well, it'd be nice to everyone, polite to everyone, and then message on the Teams app, and tell them I'm free to be wherever.
Let's go pick him up and keep this ship on the move.
You keep this shit on the move.
I said ship, but okay.
Same difference.
If you're
Is
be
the
part of
ship
the
gonna be
East
dangerous?
East, what if you sorry?
Is the ship gonna be dangerous?
The van of Theseus.
Did we make a Ship of Theseus joke?
We
with that?
definitely did at
Yes.
some point. I
I
think
think
we've
we
talked
did.
about
I'm so
this
sure.
bit.
I'm so sure we did that last session.
I think it was the first session, but to be fair, the only joke I remember from session 2 was Legracy.
How could you forget
Hey.
the best one?
Oh, and of course, when the fuck did you show up? But that was more impromptu than anything.
That one we kept going.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Are you still here, Lucien?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, you haven't said much. I'm worried. I was worried you had died.
Not yet.
He did mute though,
Nice.
so his character was saying shush.
His character was just not
His-
talking. His man's lost in thought.
he's asleep.
So we grab Gideon, we all go to the cathedral, we meet Trystan. Yes.
Yes.
Yeesh.
Yeesh.
You all go down to this cathedral. You step in right as mass is ending, and this lady in this looks to be a nun, but you see her like outfit is inverted, rather than black robes with like a white, I guess it's called a habit, but black robes with the white under. It's white robes with black under. Just a little weird, but
It's a habit. Yeah, it's a habit.
she steps up and says, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Mass has just concluded. Are you here for a purpose?"
Is Father Lawrence still taking confessionals?
He should be here for the next few hours, yes.
Thank you.
She kind of looks between you all and says, "You look familiar. Have I met you before?"
Me? No, maybe one of them.
I was speaking to all of you. My
I'm
name is
not
Amelia,
Catholic.
by the way.
It's a lovely name. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I turned
Do I know him?
so that she
We're so
can't
fucked, by the way.
Huh?
Tim knows what's happening, and it's great. Because I know he's there panicking.
Oh, okay.
Do I know Amelia?
You saw her when you walked in. She appears to be like the sort of head nun in this area.
Does the inverted habits have a meaning in Catholicism? Because I'm not familiar with that.
If they do, it was not intentional.
No, I think it's just a thing.
Okay.
It's this area slightly off because Rift.
Gotcha. Okay.
Things are slightly off because Rift shit.
Actually, Amelia, we were.
It means they're
hoping
pure.
we were hoping to have a conversation with the father about a old member of your congregation.
Oh, well, I suppose I could go fetch him.
would
Give me one
greatly-
moment. She walks away and comes back. and comes back with Father Lawrence. And now I will describe Father Lawrence. He's a very, he's dressed in a very fine sort of gold and red robes that seem to reflect the firelight of the building. It almost makes it look like he's on fire. You see he is a very, very pale man. Not like vampirically pale. He doesn't have red eyes or anything, but he's very pale. And you see he has very long blonde hair that kind of cascades, and the reflective gold flickering through his blonde hair kind of adds to the fire effect. It's very weird and kind of trippy. But he looks at you and says, "Hello, I was told you wished to speak about a previous member of our, of the clergy here."
Yes, Father. Are you familiar with a member of your congregation, Liana?
Liana. I know a Liana. She was newly, well, not newly, I suppose, but a rift. When I met her, she was in a very unfortunate spot. I allowed her to sleep in the sanctuary overnight, especially when it was raining and that sort of thing. I talked to her a few times. She seemed a little adverse to the whole thing. Something to do with her rift, I would imagine. But she seemed nice enough. Why?
Well, see, she informed us that she had been doing some work on this side of town. We were hoping to locate her employer.
Well, I didn't know her that well. He kind of turns, "Amelia, you spoke to her more than I did. Do you know anything?" And she says, "Well, I know she was very secretive about the work she was doing. It didn't seem like something she wanted to talk about, and, well, it's not my business to pry."
Oh, I'm sorry. Should this have been a discussion for Amelia if she knows her better?
Most likely. But I know of, I talk to a lot of people. Amelia just stays here overnight. That's why she was more well-conversed. I
see. It was our understanding that it was, she was doing work for a local religious figure. I believe it was one of the vicars of the area.
The vicars? Well, we haven't had a vicar here in a long time.
Are you sure? I heard there was one here within the past years. Actually, I've heard he's still in town. Is he not related to your congregation?
We haven't had a vicar at St. Lawrence for a while. Last time we did have one, well, it was me. But that was, a decade ago, maybe.
Well, that is odd. She said she was, picking up packages from a vicar here?
Packages? Whatever you're dealing with here, I don't believe it's a church matter. It sounds like something a little more illicit.
Well, that's very possible. All the same, we are looking to, protect the locals. Fired. We were hoping to have a meeting with this man.
Well, I'm not the person you need to speak to about that. I have no idea what you're talking about, frankly. I'm
Look
sorry.
at Amelia. Does she look like she knows what she's talking about?
I'm gonna...
She looks tense.
If I can. I would like to turn my thigh so they can't see the tattoo light up, and I want to just briefly peer into Father.
First roll of the session, fun fact, give me a go toe-to-toe. That's what that would be.
Go toe-to-toe.
Trying to do this while being stealthy about it.
Yes. Read minds. Yeah, I think that's all I can apply, so this better be fucking good. I could burn it. I don't think I will.
Okay.
Ooh!
All right.
Let's
Hit
go!
2. That's a good roll. Damn.
I was so scared, guys. Okay. Most
let's
of
fucking
the...
go.
Sorry, I'm also writing notes. And I think what I want to do, obviously, I want to... So I choose 2. So I make sure that they can't see that I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't need to get them good. I just need to see, because he's saying he's tense. I just want to make sure it's not something he's actually familiar with. And it's just like this group of 5 people rolled up and started harassing me about this person.
Okay. You peer into Father Lawrence's mind, and you see he doesn't know what you're talking about specifically, but he definitely is suspicious of something. There's a recognition. There's lines are being connected in his head, though you can't quite see exactly what they're about. He definitely doesn't know what you're talking about, but he does know something that he seems to be making a connection between y'all.
Okay.
Well, thank you for your time, Father.
Of course.
I was hoping, actually, when we were all done with this, that I might use your confessional.
Of
That
course.
would be acceptable.
That is actually what I plan to be doing for the next couple hours.
It
Or,
might be
well,
a
at least-
slightly long session.
I am... Well, it is what I'm trained for.
I am going to go and do confessional. I'll leave them with the lady for a bit.
All right. Do you guys ask anything of Amelia? She would kind of stick around, waiting for Lawrence to get back.
So, how well did you know Liliana?
Liana.
What is it? How do I say it?
Liana.
You keep saying
Just
Liliana.
Liana. Darn.
I might have said Liliana at some point. That's probably my bad.
Oh, it's okay. I'm bad at names.
You're good.
How well did you
I'm
know
also-
Liana?
Oh, well, she was... I'd like to think a friend. We talked for quite a bit when she was staying here, but... do
She's
you
moved on
know...
to pretty big stuff. She's like doing research work now or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good to hear. I never took her for a scientist, but... Well, I suppose looks can be deceiving.
They often are.
I'm glad she's doing well for herself. I presume you know her, yes?
Vaguely. In passing. We've talked a couple times.
She was involved in something dangerous, I fear.
What do you
Not
mean?
anymore. I'm sure you all know about the tragedy that happened not too long ago.
I've
Care
been
to fill us in?
really busy. What was the tragedy? Wait,
Oh.
was that the oh gosh. What was that? I
was
saw
a
a
few-
post about it on Weaver, I believe.
It got quite a lot of traction over the internet, I do remember that. Yes, there was this street fight that escalated into a full riot. It was insane, pardon my improper tongue, but a lot of people got hurt. A lot of people died. It was, well, comparatively very few people died, but there were still deaths, and it was a lot of
Horrible.
people suffered.
Were there any arrests made?
A few, but there was never a inciting incident discovered. It was just a random occurrence. It's around the time the public started being made aware of, and she kind of leans in, it was just the old blood.
Oh yes.
I
It's
fear
getting
there
around,
was-
isn't it?
Quite. It's impressive how fast it's managed to spread. I suppose oppressive isn't the right word, but it's... I fear she might have been involved somehow.
Hmm.
She stopped doing she stopped staying here around the time it happened. I had feared she was caught up in it, but I saw her on the streets not too long after I started having those suspicions, and that let me know she was okay.
That's good. The Lord wanted to put your mind at ease. Well,
I must admit I didn't take you for a man of faith.
it's hard to not be.
Well, I suppose that is true.
What do you know about Old Blood?
Oh, not much, other than it's some kind of drug that makes you go crazy.
Yeah. Hard to imagine why anyone would even want it.
Apparently it gives some kind of insight, some view into the beyond, something to do with the mist maybe, or even the realm beyond. Something's enticing about it, I guess, but well, I've never felt the need for it. All my spiritual needs are met here.
That's good. Well, Trystan will be in confectional for a while, probably. I don't know how long it's been since his last one. I'm gonna go wait outside.
I thought we all were
Yeah.
outside.
Oh shit, were we?
I thought you were inside.
Oh,
Okay.
we can
Either
be.
way. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
everywhere.
Wow.
Quick question. We are. Well, really, are there any unsavory characters that hang around the neighborhood?
Are you asking this of Amelia?
Yes.
I'll stop to listen to this.
Well, most unsavory types tend to avoid the cathedral. It is a holy place after all. It's a place of sanctuary. Even people who aren't of faith tend to respect that.
So no one.
Not that I know of. I've never seen any suspicious characters except the occasional hoodlum or troublemaking teenager, but that's hardly anything to worry about as far as, well, the kind of stuff you're investigating.
Could we tell her about what we're investigating?
I mean, we've asked her about Old Blood.
Where the fuck did you come from? Sorry.
It's a good bit.
You surprised her so much she swore.
We got the nun.
Tristan made his
When the
sister
fuck
swear.
did you get here?
The Catholic made a nun swear.
Anyway, after she answers that question, just look to you and say, "You are investigators, yes? I presumed you were on here for some official business, given all the questioning."
We are.
Yes.
Okay. Forgive me. Why are you dressed in a UPS uniform?
We have
USPS.
USPS.
And I work there.
we've got to get you new clothes, buddy.
And you know what? It's none of my business. I will not pry.
Pry if you want. I don't really care. You're human.
Well, I guess. Might I have your names? I would like to pray for your success.
Of course. My name is Giddeon.
Angelo, but your praying may not help me.
Oh, well.
You can call me
Gods
Anna.
of all different places interact. Nope.
Right.
Just says, I am happy to have met you all. I do have some business to attend to, but
You never got Anaïs' name?
yeah, she did.
Did she?
No, we never got Lucien.
Oh, Lucien.
Oh.
Yum, 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 yum.
What?
You give your name to the nun, and she just says, "Well, it was a pleasure speaking with you, and I do hope that you accomplish what you've set out to do. Now, I do have some business to attend to, so I will be taking my leave.
Of
God
course.
bless you all on your path."
If you hear anything, just related to Old Blood or anything like that, and I'll give her my card. We'll be in touch.
She takes the card and puts it in a pocket on her habit and says, "I will make sure to do that. Thank you."
Damn, they put pockets on
I
those
was like,
now?
they have pockets?
It's like there's a lot of
Better
like
than
folded.
most.
There's a lot of
Better-
folded cloth.
As
Better
she
than most
walks
women's
away, it
clothing.
just slips out.
she puts it like
A
in a
silent
pocket,
tear.
and you watch it just fall out of the habit as she walks away.
A slow tear drips down my face.
Well, there's your allegory for religious institutions.
What need does a nun have for a lawyer?
Well, all of them are in hell, so I don't know.
So we're gonna wait on Trystan.
After
Changing.
30 solid minutes and a lot of murder
It's
and forced
concurrent.
imprisonment.
It's concurrent. Well, oh wait, that's not what I thought you were complaining about. Never mind. We will switch perspectives over as Trystan, you step into the confessional booth, followed shortly by Father Lawrence. You see there's a small candle lit.
Sits back and relaxes against the wood for like the first time in a few days. Forgive me, Father, for I've sinned. It has been 2 years since my last confession.
Quite a long time.
I'm afraid so. I have not been welcome at my last parish for a while. I don't
Repeat that, I'm
believe we
sorry.
have... Oh, I'm sorry. I have not been welcome at my last parish for some time.
What did you do?
A rift came into the parish with ill intent. Said rift is no longer able to go anywhere.
I see.
I have been given a mandate to protect the world, myself included. I have killed, I have imprisoned, I have swore, I have confided in devils, I have rejected angels. There are many sins even within the past 2 years. And yet I would not trade them. But I do feel I need to confess them. Most recently, I have imprisoned a monster hunter against his will, pending trial. Used the name of a devil in order to capture his apprentice, and am now housing a member of the undead to protect them from such hunters. I have consorted with a embodiment of evil. And I think it's safe to say that I am not on the correct side of law either. Even today, coming here had another motive. While I was excited to come to confession and to be welcomed in a parish, even today I'm here working, hunting some being that wishes to do harm to others.
You live a treacherous life.
I do.
Though your methods are not without problem, I sense a nobility in your goals. Trying to do the right thing through wrong methods is a pit that many have fallen to. After all, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. It is a strange world we live in now, where the gods of other faiths embody and walk among us, where beings we never thought possible now reside in the very place we call home, calling it the same. No matter what you may tell yourself, no matter what you do, it seems to me you are not a bad person, Trystan. But if it is penance you seek, then it is the path I will provide. And he gives you a clergically accurate penance that I'm not going to bother looking up how that works, because
and
I'm
55
not
Our
Catholic.
Fathers.
55 Our Fathers, 20 Hail Marys, yada yada. I don't know.
Father, I must ask to request something of you in this booth as well.
Of course.
The girl, Liana, the one I spoke with you about earlier. She is the undead that I spoke of that I'm protecting. She resides in my home, away from danger, away from places where she could be a danger to others. I believe I have done right. However, her previous employer is a dealer of old blood by the name of Vicar. It is my understanding that he used to operate out of your church. It is my intention to find this Vicar. What can you tell me of him?
The old blood has been a plague on this city since it came about. Since that day that so many people died. I will confide in you, Trystan, that I have shared a similar goal. To purge it at least from the community that surrounds this holy place. To know that one has been handling it within these grounds is nothing if not disturbing. There is not much I can tell you, unfortunately. Most goings-on related to it have ceased in recent months, at least here. I wish I could help you more, I do, but the best I can do is send you in the direction of someone who might be able to help.
Then that will have to be enough. And may we both pray that it does not come to the point where the devils I have confided in require to come.
North of this borough, north of Brooklyn, there is the St. Cyprian Cathedral. There, the priest, Father Ward, he is a far more active warrior against the darkness in this city. He may have more information regarding this most unfortunate plague.
I will speak with him. In the meantime, Father, may I ask, are you a rift?
I am, though I know not of what.
Believe you are protected?
What did you I hear
Do you
ask?
believe you are protected?
I do not know. I am possessed by a being of fire. And I do not know what it wants.
There is someone within your walls that has decided to ally themselves with old blood. There is someone here who is making the congregation unsafe. There is someone here who is poisoning this city. As a being of fire, I hope you share my feelings. But I will hunt down that person until it I will hunt down this person, even if it means burning this building.
If it comes to that, then I will burn with it.
I have a feeling we will be seeing each other much more often. I hope that I am so welcome.
Always, Trystan. I may not agree with your methods, but your motives I wholeheartedly support.
Then I believe
Go
it's
with
time
God,
for
my
me to
son.
go back to work.
Go with God, my son, and fear the old blood.
Get up and step out of the booth.
Hell yeah.
Gideon.
You all watch as Trystan steps out.
Gideon.
Yes, Tristan? Do you feel better? Lighter,
If-
perhaps?
Professional yourself, I'd recommend you go take it. And I believe we have some work to do when you're finished.
Not today. Maybe another time.
Turn and look at the head nun. They were having that whole conversation concurrently, right?
Yes, that conversation they had was concurrent.
Okay. Turn to her and say, "Ma'am, I must ask you a question.
Of course.
It is my understanding that someone here was working behind the back of the father."
That is most concerning information. Do you have evidence to back this claim?
I have enough evidence for me to work on. But I must now ask you. Do you have any idea who that might be?
I do not, but I may be able to question a few other members of the clergy and see what I can dig up.
With your understanding, ma'am, I would prefer the names to investigate myself. I have been given a mandate and I will follow.
There is a list of members of the clergy in this that operate here. It is easily found, public. You can use that to find who you seek, but I don't think I'm comfortable pointing fingers. Especially with such a bold claim.
I do not need. The list will suffice.
You need to speak.
Where could I find it? Sorry, am I still
Yeah,
cutting
you're
out?
cutting out like every other word.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here, let me. I'm sorry, my serious voice cuts it out a bit. There, better?
Yes, thank you.
Perfect.
I love you.
I'm sorry, I didn't know it was messing up again. I don't need you to point fingers. A list will suffice. Where can we find it?
She would point you in the direction of a what is effectively like a plaque on the wall that kind of lists all the members of the church.
Perfect. Copy it, run these names, and send it to the library.
You send it to the library. Your small little display of magic does cause the nun to figuratively clutch her pearls a little bit, but it's
Turn back to her and say, sorry. Are you a rift?
I am, though I know not of what. It is not something I have sought the knowledge of.
I
The
see.
insight is enough.
I see. May I ask what it is granted you?
Knowledge. Sight. The ability to see things that I would much rather not.
I see. Kind of glance at Anaïs.
I think we're both slightly different on that one. I haven't seen too much. I don't want to know yet.
In that case, I believe we have some work to do. The father has recommended I take some time away from the church. Would you all like to join me?
I completely blacked out on what you said. What?
I said the father has recommended I take a little time away from the church. Would you all like to join me?
Sure. What's the plan?
I like
I'll start
sticking as a
walking.
group.
Go meet a old friend, I believe.
Why not?
I might as well.
You have a lot of old friends, don't you?
Is it one of your old friends or one of the father's old friends?
That's a great question.
Are we
I don't know if they're one of my
things
friends or
here?
my enemies.
Oh no.
I was gonna say, are you sure this isn't one of those things where we show up and they're not your friend? They actually really hate you.
Hey, so I'm not welcome in all churches, just to be clear. This other one he recommended I go to that's headed by a warrior of the faith. Mr. MC.
Huh?
The other church that he
Oh.
recommended I go to that's run by a warrior of the faith. Does this fit under the old friends or endless enemies tag?
Well, you know of the St. Cyprian Cathedral. It's, though the St. Lord's Cathedral is run by a rift, the St. Cyprian Cathedral is specifically a, kind of directed for Catholic rifts. You might have made a few enemies there. You might have talked about that, with Father Lawrence, but you know that when you were going there, the priest was not Father Ward, but Father Garcia, so you have no idea what this guy thinks about you.
Kind of put my hands up and say, well, I'm known.
You sure fucking are.
I'll bring a gift.
When we're outside of the cathedral, I'm gonna lean towards Trystan and be like, you figure out what he was being so tense about?
He seems to have been someone who combats the old blood.
Father Lawrence?
Yes, or at least he has attempted to combat it in his area. The idea that someone here was peddling it seemed to weigh on him heavily.
No, he connected us to something.
That's possible. He connected something to something, but he seemed truly disturbed by the concept.
I was just trying to make sure he wasn't connecting us to the vicar, or if he was connecting us to Liana. I didn't get clarity on it, which is why I also thought mine and the sister's knowledge are probably a little different.
I was hoping you could read her.
Well, I read the father instead.
Well, either way, we should go to the other church and hope there's not holy fire waiting at the door.
Sounds fun.
Speaking of, I have a lot of holy relics. Can I get one that's relatively minor to give them as a gift? You know, just one of those things that would make, like, your average Catholic go like, oh, really? My church has this now? But not something that's gonna, like, blow up.
You give
You've
them.
probably got a few You've probably got a few like Catholic relics. You've got some saint bones and shit.
Sure, get something like that, something I can donate to their congregation that maybe will make them not kill me.
You give them the Ark of the Covenant.
You give them the Holy Grail.
It's foreskin, by the way. I forget which church has it.
What the fuck? Never
What?
mind. I don't want to know.
Weren't there like three
It's like-
churches that were fighting over that?
The femur of Saint Nicholas.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, the Christmas femur.
I didn't.
Saint Nicholas's bones are actually like a Catholic relic. Like, that's an actual thing.
Yeah. That's what
Most
Catholic relics
saints'
are, is
bones
they're, like,
are.
Body parts of saints.
Oh no, it's a specific one that they say still like generates his bone marrow to this day. Like it's a
Yeah.
Oh,
thing.
that's
No, there's
interesting.
lore, yeah.
That's
Oh my
kinda
god,
cool.
can we clone Saint Nicholas?
Please, let's not.
We can
That's
o-
some Trench Crusade shit.
We can only clone his bones.
We brought him back.
We can only clone his bone.
it's an infinite source of
Anyway-
stem
I did
cells.
want to time check. It is 9:50.
Oh, yes, we will be concluding soon. But before we do, is there anything you guys would like to do before we finish off? Like, where is your next step?
I think we.
The other church.
The other church? Okay.
I think so, yeah.
Yep. And I skipped another day of work. Should I put a crack in the old routine?
Go for it.
The only other thing was I was wondering if Liana had generated any notes. I mean, I probably would have given her one of the rings like I have, so I don't know how much she's working and how much she's chilling.
I'll say not yet, mostly because I have to think about that as a GM.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Sorry, someone in a Discord server I am just said the royal yawl with like 8 question marks.
Oh, chat.
So, are we going to the other church, or are we stopping for the?
We will. We'll introduce Father Ward at least. You guys make your way up to North Brooklyn, where you find the St. Cyprian Cathedral. It is a far less impressive building, but it carries a sort of reverence to it that most cathedrals do, especially to you, Trystan, being a Catholic.
Well, this should be post-mass, so he's probably during confessional times or just after. I'll start heading up.
You head up. Do you all join?
Yes.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I fear a Rift Catholic church more than a regular one, but sure.
You step into the building that seems to be made of iron. Or at least that's the color that... someone remembered. That's the color that it gives off. As you step through, you see most of the lights of the building are off, but the moonlight... Well, I guess it would be moonlight, it'd be sunlight, but the way the sun reflects through the stained glass window sort of illuminates the room in this sort of blue glow. you would see there's the pulpit, and then there's like the little like altar thing in the front where there's also a pulpit that you see a priest is reading from. You see, unlike Father Lawrence, this guy is just dressed in a normal black with the little like collar priest outfit. And you see the light in the room makes him look almost like he is blue. As he looks through, you hear him muttering something to himself as he turns around and says, "Oh, hello. Who are you all, if you don't mind me asking? Not that you're not welcome." And he turns around.
Father Ward, I don't know if you're familiar with me.
You do look
My name is
familiar.
Trystan Bull.
Ah. Father Garcia had some choice words about you, but I am a different man.
I come with a peace offering and a long list of questions.
Well, your reputation certainly precedes you then.
Well, you were recommended.
By who?
By Father, I already forgetting his name.
Lawrence.
Lawrence. Father Lawrence.
It's Lawrence of the Lawrence. How could you forget that?
Lawrence of the Lawrence. Says, "Ah, yes. I've spoken to him a few times. What is the nature of this questioning?"
How familiar are you with the Old Blood?
You see his hand kind of clenches against the altar, and he says, "It's been a focus of mine for a little bit. I presume you are investigating it as well?"
We are hunting a distributor who goes by the name of the Vicar.
To use such a holy title in such a way.
It is also our understanding that he operated out of St. Lawrence's Cathedral for a time. Father Lawrence was disturbed by that fact and said if we wished to look into it further, it would be best to speak with you.
I and Lawrence are very different people. He was disturbed by this knowledge. I'm simply infuriated. Follow me. Talk somewhere where there might not be prying ears. And he leads you all up. As you all pass the book, you see it is turned to a very specific page. And Trystan, you specifically hear that as you walk towards, you hear Father Ward muttering the 91st Psalm.
Excuse me for a moment while I look up what Psalm 91 is.
Oh, don't you
The
worry.
whole thing?
Ah, I am familiar with this one.
Yes.
As we follow, say, finally, a priest who shares my feelings.
And that is where we will end today.
Heck yeah.
Yay!
That got a little heavier than I expected.
Yay.
So is it fair to say that we did a really good job as a crew saying fuck you to Odin? Can we claim that?
Oh yeah.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah,
Yay!
I was fully getting ready to fucking fight him, but
I love the immediate solidarity of fuck this guy.
Fuck this dude.
I wasn't sure if you guys were gonna back me or not, but I was not having it.
I wasn't sure if everyone else was gonna be with it.
I wasn't feeling him that much, but when two people were like, no, I was like, okay, yeah, fuck this guy.
Oh, the moment he was like, he was talking about like the Rift's overtake. The moment I heard that, I was like, no, fuck him, burn this building down. Like, done.
I wonder if bringing the two together would like elevate the sleepers. Like it would make sleepers all into rifts. You know what I mean?
I view the Rift as a negative inherently.
I see.
Am I good to mark attention for crew for that for the session end?
Honestly, yes.
That takes us to 3. Right?
Yeah.
Does it?
Yes.
Yeah.
We get to pick an improvement.
Oh.
Well, we will handle that on the off time. But for now, as this little last bit of the session, we've got an end thing to do. So we will go around the table in the same order we usually do, because it's the one I'm looking at on the fucking stream.
Oh, then I just jumped the gun. That's okay.
Yeah, she was saying that. Yeah.
It's.
I'll say it again because it fucked.
I mean, if you have something in mind, we can start from you and just rotate from there.
Oh well, no, that's what it was.
Oh,
it
that was your thing.
It was the
Okay, yeah,
solidarity.
all right,
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Got it. Okay, I forgot that was an option on there. So yeah,
Yeah.
attention in that way. I guess next in the blunt rotation is Angelo.
Oh boy.
I do have this marked for drugs, right? Yep.
I
Sure
mean, it
do.
is.
God damn it! They laced my ganja with the old blood.
Uh,
Why is my kush bleeding?
Oh.
Why are my walls bleeding?
Nightbot has blessed me with a 20.
Ayo.
Why did you do
I
that
didn't
at
get
the
anything
end
good.
of the session?
the only thing I can really think of is number 3 at the moment, which of the themes is under the most strain. I forget if I've done that one before, but
I think the first session you did, to put a crack.
Yeah, because this is your second crack.
I think it should have had a 1 crack anyway, just naturally. But
You have been skipping work a lot lately, so I'd put it
Yeah.
at 2 cracks.
Honestly,
I've skipped 2 shifts.
Hermes would make bank as a freelance, like, delivery person.
So true.
I guess if it were to collapse, honestly, there may be another mythos, if that's possible.
It is.
I don't
If
know
you're-
how the... Yeah.
We can pull the rules up on that if you want. We can do that. It always Logos always replaces Mythos, and Mythos always replaces Logos.
Oh, that's how that works.
Oh,
Okay.
and you get a new rival. That's one of the cool things.
Oh.
A rival.
Yeah, something about this part of your life changing, or it could just be circumstantial. I know you get it right. We'll have to read it all after the game, though, because I have to brush up on
We'll
it.
do that in the off time. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure what aspect would show up in its place, but you know, Hermes has a lot of shit. Angelo can find something.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I've done my blunt, pass it on.
What do you mean an error occurred with Creative Cloud?
Now
Huh?
it's Gideon.
Gideon? I am going to be super unoriginal and say the exact same thing. I haven't been doing shit for my job, like, at all. And I'm waiting for my partners to call me screaming, demanding I show up at the office or do something like that. So I'll mark a crack on that.
Alrighty. Trystan.
I feel like I've developed it with the crew a lot, but the only crew theme we have is hired by the feds, which I do not think matches with anything.
Yeah.
I don't know how crew themes work when you only have one of them and it doesn't match. So that makes me want to go with the second one again, the which had the most meaningful interaction. I was thinking about it. I think the most, for me, involving a party member was actually during the interrogation. The back and forth about what to do on it. Gideon's method versus mine. I do know that last session he disapproved of my methods. I think I actually just respect them more. I don't think I would disrespect Gideon's method. If anything, he's an idealist.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I know he's like the least idealist person, but like, I think it is technically more idealistic than Trystan. I think I'm gonna mark that as a help. Not that I know how help works.
You could use it to buff me.
Right now
I think.
Did we get the help hurt fixed, or do we still just have to label it as Jew?
We just kind of have to finagle it for.
I have an idea
Okay, no
on how to
worries.
fix that.
We'll
it's
fix
crazy,
that.
but
We'll
if
fix
you
that
gave...
post.
Oh, sorry. Okay, whatever.
All right. And Lucien.
So I've done help twice already. Or the second one twice already. We've done a lot as a crew, but I don't actually think any of my things are under strain. So I'm kind of at an impasse.
Have you been self-destructive?
I have put myself in bad positions. Like,
This
put myself
session,
in
though.
between someone. Oh, this session, I don't think so.
The entire campaign is one bad decision.
That's actually a fair point.
That's really funny. Getting Starbies with the crew made you sad.
Not the Starbies.
Yeah, the structure of a session end is still a little strange to me, but I was about to say, what
little
happens
bit, but
in this situation if you're like just vibing?
It says they can answer one or more of the following questions.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you
can
can
also just choose not to.
you can also just
If you don't think any
vibe.
of them apply to you.
Yeah.
I truthfully don't think any of them apply this time around.
Okay, that's fair. All right. Well, that is everyone because we started with Anaïs.
Oh,
So, yeah.
was I the only one that rolled all session?
Yes,
Yeah.
this was a very. We did not do a lot of roll stuff. This was a lot of RP and interaction as opposed to.
We did.
I would actually
Kidnap
like
a
to ask, I did burn my living reflection last session. Does it reset automatically, or do I have to do something in between for that?
It's technically the only way I've seen it be refreshed is under downtime, but
I think
I-
between sessions, when you have like the time we're sleeping and all that, that technically should count as downtime during that.
Yeah, I think between sessions, unless we unless we live off at a cliffhanger or something, I think you can just regain it.
can we count
I
Gideon?
will
I'm gonna
also
unburn
say,
Can we count?
we did have downtime.
Huh?
We did have like 2 hours of downtime.
Yeah, we waited for Gideon to get out of the hospital.
This
You
is
waited
true.
for that. We had some sleep. Like there were times where we could have used downtime activities and we just didn't.
Yeah.
So, like, I would say during those times we could have refreshed. I did the same thing for True Names. I was like, I've slept twice since then. I can refresh
Yeah.
True Names.
Once you've slept enough, I'm sure it's a fine thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm
But
gonna
yes,
unburn my night, basically my night vision then.
Night Vision. Yeah. Okay.
Is it safe to say that if we go to bed and sleep, we can refresh one tag, as that is a downtime activity?
Yeah.
Do we get one long
Yeah.
rest, Mr. GM?
Get a long rest.
I order.
All
I
right.
ask for one long
All right.
rest. One shoosh.
One shoosh. Okay. Okay. Before we go on another fucking brain rot tangent, let me outro this shit.
I made a mistake. I should have burned the rituals and glyphs to burn down Odin's house.
Man.
I don't even know what I would have done with that, honestly.
I honestly, I should have rolled for it. Like, I know that you gave the result before I actually did anything, but I should have said, like, I wanna.
You probably should have. That probably should have been a roll. But either way,
Mhm.
is
Oh, no.
this has been another peek behind the veil into the ongoings of New Babel. Shit's getting weird. God's involved now, I guess.
And
One of
he's an
them.
asshole.
But till next time, we will revisit with the conversation with Father Ward and our continued search for the one known only as the Vicar. Take care, dreamers. And don't slip too far past the veil, lest ye never be able to return. Good night!
Movie.
Goodbye.
Fear the
Get
old
out.
blood. Good night.
Get out of
Get
here.
out of
Get out of here!